Shut up and don't tell me how to do things. I'm not saying that I'm special, I'm just unique. I am marching to my own beat. Mine's my playground, but it's really not amusing. Come out back and play, I'll show you where I keep my mood swings. Rhymes are random, I know it's confusing. That's just me, it's how I do things. Thoughts are getting darker, terrible like loose leaves. Please don't take advantage, please don't use me, or your jaw gon' hang like curtains loosely. I'm obsessive, I know things consume me. Overanalyze until my face turns blue. See what you say, what didn't.
Welcome, everyone, to another episode of the 49ers Podcast Network here on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, MTV, whatever you're watching us at. Welcome to the channel tonight. We have a great panel, a guest tonight, and tonight we're going to make things a little bit different. We did not let our panel know, but tonight's going to be trivia night, and we're going to challenge our panel with 49er trivia, and they're going to be live and answer those questions. Let's see how well they know their team. The ones that have the most points on here will win a prize tonight. So who is the most knowledgeable of them all? Is it Mariah from 49er Faithful Lee? Is it Ryan from No Border Sports? Is it my boy 49er Media? Or Ted Talks Ball? Or Bashar from 49er Minded? Get into the mind of playoffs. Brandon doesn't know shit, so we'll just let him just look nice on the camera.
Really?
What's that?
Brandon's my we're gonna have some fun. Brandon's gonna keep score of you guys, so as we welcome people into the chat. We're going to bring up points, and then we're also going to just to have fun, man. And listen, if you don't know the answer, don't worry. So, some of these questions that I read out, I don't even know the correct answer. I only find out because I know the answer from the book. But so nobody knows.
What page are we starting on?
Page 99.
Page 100.
102. So it's from this.
Fucking Joey.
40, you can't see the book because the green screen. But have fun, guys. Don't take it like, if I don't know, I'm gonna look stupid or blah blah blah. I'm not saying that's what your thoughts are, but it's all in fun. It's just about having fun. And may the best content creator tonight win a prize. Let's just see how much knowledge you know about your team. So before we start, though, Brandon has a message he wants to provide. Go ahead, Brandon.
All right. So for those of you guys watching, if you please hit that subscribe and like button on Forever Faithful Podcast and 49ers Network, 49ers Podcast Network. Once we hit 100 on 49ers Podcast Network and Forever Faithful Podcast, 500 subscribers, we'll be doing a giveaway. So hit that like and subscribe button. We really appreciate it. And be on the lookout for that giveaway. Beto, you want to introduce on what that giveaway it is?
Take myself off of mute. We're going to be given a nice, lovely prize. We're trying to determine whether it's going to be a 49er flag or a patch or two for those that are going to be contestants of making it to 100 and 500 for Mr. Brandon on Forever Faithful Podcast, and 100 subscribers to our newest 49 Podcast Network. So come and support us, and by doing so, you'll get great content and a chance to win a prize. It's a win-win for everyone. With that said, let's see here. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna get the people in the chat involved. I'm going to ask trivia questions, and I mentioned this to everybody in the chat that we're going to do trivia night tonight. Everybody in the panel are going to answer or try to answer 49er questions. The panel that gets it the most right will win a prize tonight. But what I want is the viewers to pick our contestants. So who goes first? Would it be 49er Media? Would it be Ryan from No Border Sports? Ted? TED Talks Ball, would it be Mariah from 49 Faithful League, or is it going to be Bashar from 49er Minded? So you guys let us know in the comment who should get the first question and start this off tonight. And hello to everyone in the chat, by the way. I see Melissa. I see Don Dodson. How you doing? David McNiner's in the house. Damian Lee's in the house. What's up? What's up? We got Joey, our comic of the chat. And make sure to slap that like button the way you would slap my co-host Brandon. Slap it hard. So
No
let's see
mames, mijo.
I just want to make sure he's paying attention while he's driving. Pay attention to the road there, my Italian stallion.
Hijo.
All right, Vato.
And there's only 39 subs on the Niner podcast, so we got to bring it up to 100. We can all do it
Get
together.
that to 100.
What's up? Welcome, John. So, let's see here. My lovely wife's in the house. What's up? What's up? Welcome to the show. Beautiful wife Renee's in the house. Welcome. Let's see. Who should we start it off with? Let us know in the chat. Which of these wonderful contestants should get the first trivia question of the night? We're only going to do a few, and then we'll talk 49er football. So keep an eye on that, Brandon. Look at the chat.
I'm looking.
There's already 2 votes for me and 1 for Mariah.
I'm going to say Mariah.
2 for Ryan and 1 for Mariah. You got to go with the vote, though.
C.
Oh, Don said Ryan too. So
there's 3 Ryans.
The 3 Ryans.
The world doesn't need 3 Ryans.
God, ain't that the truth?
One is definitely enough.
One's more than enough. Especially the one that coughs in the mic.
Ryan has 4.
Mariah has another one.
What is it about Ryan?
Yeah, I was kind of surprised by that also.
Maybe
they want to.
Is Ryan the Jimmy Garoppolo?
Ryan the Jimmy Garoppolo.
All right.
I don't know why they're trying to vote for me to lose first. That's rude.
He's a fan favorite.
That's why I think they
like
want
trivia
me.
is the thing I hate more than you could pick any game in the world. Trivia is the thing I hate.
Really?
I had a feeling you were gonna say that, Mariah.
Hey, you all have an advantage over me though, because you all older than me. So
Hey, you don't sound so chill anymore.
No, like I really despise trivia. It's one of the things I hate doing the most.
Gosh.
Anshul, that just means you've forgotten less. That's all.
Joey just voted for somebody. I don't want to.
Mariah.
I don't want to.
You want to keep scoring? We'll throw Brandon in there.
Joey's voting for media.
Joey's killing it on Twitter.
Doesn't matter. It's okay. I mean, I'm not gonna know any of this. I'll tell you right now because my
You wanna
memory
borrow
sucks
my
for
book, Mariah?
important shit, low and unimportant shit.
So listen, we're gonna switch Mariah with Brandon. We'll throw Brandon in the mix, and Mariah will be my scorekeeper. So keep score for me, Mariah. You'll be my assistant today, and Brandon can sit there with the Wolves.
Yeah, let Brandon lose.
There you go. All right, girl. So you got my back with the score?
So what? Just like a point for
Yeah.
every person
If
that
they get
gets
it right, of course, like if Brandon gets it right, or if Ryan gets it right, just one score, Ryan, and then keep an eye on who's not been picked yet. So if somebody's getting picked too often, we can switch that up. All right, you ready, Ryan?
Yes, as I ever will be.
All right. So let's see here. Oh, that was too easy.
Whoa!
What was?
Person. I get to go first. What's that's the?
Hey, let me get that easy question.
See, he's got to pick Pick a
Steve,
tough
don't
one
get
for
blocked
me.
from this
Number
channel too.
16.
Still too easy.
Is anybody popped in so far? No, nobody's popped in. Okay. This thing doesn't allow me to see unless I scroll up. All right. Let's see here. No, that one's way too easy. If I know the answer, they're too easy. Without even looking at the answers.
You know a lot of this stuff. You've been
Hey,
around
hey,
for all this
Beto.
stuff.
Yeah, I
Beto,
know.
It'd
Huh?
probably be good just to get one rolling and move on to the next one if you want to.
All right. I'll
Figure out
tell you.
idea.
I'll tell you.
Tough
I'll
or
tell you
not.
what. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll fair there.
Yeah.
I'll pick
Shit.
the first one that I look at. I'll open up the book. The first question that I look at, I'll read it, whether it's easy or hard. Fair
Okay,
enough.
just do it. Let's get going.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Okay.
Yeah,
Fair enough.
fair.
All right, fair enough. First question that I read. Here we go. The Niners famously overturned a 24-point deficit to beat which team? 39-38 in the controversial January 2003 wildcard game.
Who's supposed to answer this? I know this one.
That's
Ryan.
me.
All right, go ahead.
Um,
That's an easy one.
Oh, jeez.
Come on, Ryan, you can do it.
Were you born media?
He's 2 years old.
I got no idea.
You want me to read it
Come on,
again? Or
Ryan,
you
you
understood
got
the question.
No. I got no idea. I'm gonna go with Packers, but I think that's totally wrong.
No, it's Los Gigantes de Nueva York.
Giants.
Oh, the
Giants.
Giants.
Jeff Garcia, remember?
Ah,
No.
Where's
Too
my
much
lovely
weed.
assistant? Thank you. All right, so who else?
That is what it's from.
So no point for Ryan.
no point for Ryan.
No point for Ryan. Okay, David says too easy. Like I said, I'm just gonna pick one, and I'm not gonna be, which is fair. I think this way, because I shouldn't pick based on who's next.
Yeah.
So that's. I just thought about it. I'm like, yeah, that's not cool. But all right, so
not
people,
podcast while you drive.
people in the audience, who should be the next one, the next contestant, the first name that we see?
How about we just rotate it? Now that we know, now we got a started spot.
Yeah,
now
but
we just
don't have.
rotate it.
But we want the viewers to get involved. How does that get the viewers involved? Mister can't answer the question, but wants to lead the
Well,
show.
we're gonna have
Well,
to
David
wait a
Lee-
minute for
David
all
Lee
the tallies to
got
come
it.
out.
Ted's
Okay,
the first
Dave-
vote.
The
I
first
see
one that I
Ted.
saw
I
was
see Ted.
Ted.
Oh, I
Ted
see
was the
Ted,
first
Ted.
one. Ready, Ted?
Ted's there. Ted's there.
Always ready.
Ted,
All right.
the
And
coach.
what we're gonna do? Here you go, Ted. You're the one. Oops, sorry, wrong button. You're the one on the.
boy.
Oh no, that's gonna.
Whoa. Nobody
Ready,
needs
Ted?
to see that.
I'm so glad.
Fair
Ted
enough.
went
Fair
second.
enough. I'll put it back down.
That's like the worst screen ever. Full
Gosh.
screen.
That is funny.
Oh,
Make you feel-
Ready, Ted?
Yeah, sure.
All
I
right.
love it when Mariah
In
says that.
2011, which kicker set the NFL record after scoring 166 points?
I'm gonna go with
Oh.
Nedney.
See, I don't even know the answer to that one.
Joe Nedney.
I know this.
Joe Nittany?
Hey, is this multiple choice?
There's a multiple choice, but no.
Bro,
Let's
really had to
see
give
here.
me a pop quiz, bro. Come on now.
Mike Kofer.
Kofer.
Mike
Ofer,
Kofer,
Ofer.
go way back. What year was
Yeah.
that?
He must have missed a bunch when he did it. That's for sure.
Yeah, it doesn't say the year, it just says because if it's more than one player that position, they'll break it by year. But if there's only one, they'll just
I guess
mention that.
Nedney came right after that then, because I know
Yep.
Nedney was during Harbaugh.
Well, yeah.
Neddy was before.
All right.
Harbaugh.
So Ted, no point.
Nada.
All right, let's go with Brandon. Melissa says Brandon.
Brandon.
Are you
Yep.
ready, Brandon?
See, Simone.
All right, Mr. Multiple Choice, here you go.
Oh,
What is
shit.
What is the fewest points the Niners have scored in a full 16-game regular season? A, 199, B, 209, or C, 219?
I buzzed in. I'm going to go with B.
Final answer?
Final answer.
209, wrong. 219. C, 219. Yeah, at least you took a guess, though. That's good. At least you took a guess. All right.
So I got media and
Again,
Bashar.
49 media. I'm not looking at these questions, so if I give you one that is way before you were born and you don't know it, that's fine. Don't.
That was before my
pressure.
time.
In 1920,
All right, Bash. Are you ready, Bash?
I'm ready. Go
I
ahead.
100% don't know it.
All right. The Niners led the NFL in points in 1989, scoring how many? A, 422, B, 432, or C, 442?
I'm gonna go with B.
B, which is 422, and the correct answer is C, 442.
I don't remember exact numbers like that. That's cool, man. Go ahead.
Yeah, multiple choice. It's okay. Again, guys.
Brad, that
it's
was
just-
one for Brandon. He wanted the multiple choice one.
yeah, it's all in fun,
He
guys.
got a
Oh,
multiple
you
choice
got one
one.
too? Okay, cool.
So the one left, I guess by default, the
Where
one
were
left, the
you?
one left is 49er media.
Joey said, "Bad answer, bad answer."
Ready, 49er media?
Redondo.
Yes, sir.
All right. In 1906, just kidding.
already picked a
None of us were born that year.
The Niners
Um,
weren't born
I
until
think San
1940.
Francisco was on
Ready?
fire.
Either.
I think
Niners
San
were
Francisco's
born-
on fire in that year.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's true.
literally.
The Niners were born in 46. The way I know this is a 50-year patch, and I got this jersey in 96. So
There you
Yeah,
go.
there you go. All right, Mr. 49er media. Do the Niners have a winning or losing record in the NFC championship game?
In terms of all their appearances. There you go.
Yes.
Okay.
That's a good question,
Think
actually.
about it.
Do they have a winning
can you
or
repeat
losing
that?
record?
Okay, winning record or losing record?
Yeah, I can read it again for you. Do the
In the NFC
Do the
Championship.
49ers have a winning or losing record in the NFC championship game?
Winning.
No, unfortunately, it's losing.
Wah, wah.
Wah, wah.
We need the sound effects, Beto.
Oh,
I
wait.
know he's got all these buttons, and
He's got this whole fucking switchboard in front of him.
I'm trying to
and he
read
like
the questions and do this. Come on, guys.
You can't do.
I tell you
30
what,
minutes.
guys. When you guys get the answer correctly once, you can tell me what to do.
Wait,
You want to do what we do? You want to
just
do what
gotta
we do?
hold
You can do what we do.
hold the book and then hit the button. Hold the button, hit the button. Hold the button, hit the.
I love when Beto does those funny voices.
How about if I just get rid of Ryan for a second?
Read the
I knew that was
question in a
happening.
scary voice until they get it right.
Yep.
Ooh.
All right. I'm gonna just read this out. The first one that knows the answer, spit it out. Spit it out. Spit it out. The first person that spits it out gets a point. How many games did the 49ers win in Bill Walsh's first full season as a head coach?
13.
14.
6,
Nobody?
7,
Bashar's
8,
Googling.
9.
He's cheating.
10,
Two.
11,
Who's
12.
Googling?
Two.
Bashar.
all right, I was close.
Bashar, stop cheating.
Yeah, I saw him looking down at.
He's trying to look
I
stuff
was,
up.
I was messaging somebody. Wasn't Google. I wasn't cheating.
Mhm.
Yeah, the lie. I
That's
call
what I was
bullshit.
thinking.
As soon as the
And then
question
you
was
thought-
I call
answered,
bullshit.
I wasn't cheating. I didn't even know what the question was. I was
Hey.
just bitching.
You are a
Family
liar.
matter. I've got to handle this, so
Bashar,
bear
you're
with
going to
me.
hell for lying.
Oh my God.
Negative
I literally
points
was not
for
paying
Bashar.
attention.
Bashar, stop being a little bitch and just answer the question without looking at the goddamn
Dude,
internet.
what type of fans are we? We don't know
My
this stuff.
turn was already passed. And I was like, thought there was somebody
Have
else.
Bashar share his screen so he can't cheat.
I wasn't
Bashar's
cheating. I
like-
didn't
All
even know what the
zeros.
question was, dude.
Bashar was like, I was looking at porno doing something else. All right, guys. Answer the question as soon as you know the answer. Are you ready?
Go ahead.
Jimmy Garoppolo missed most of the 2018 season after suffering what injury?
ACL.
MCL.
Yeah.
That was the easiest question. It was. You got to answer something more difficult than that.
Yeah.
I want to get you guys in the winning streak. You know, it's like nobody knows the
ACL
answers.
way.
Yeah,
Look at
ACL.
the Mexican version. All right, here we go.
It's against the Chiefs.
Here you go. This question is for Brandon.
This question's for me.
Who set a record for covering the longest field goal in a team history in Green Bay on September 9th, 2012?
Covering?
Yeah.
Wait, what's not? Wait,
Who
it's
set the
1912.
record?
I wasn't born
Oh.
yet, dude.
Shut up, Ryan. I just caught myself. Converting.
Oh,
Shut up.
Nedney.
2012.
Yeah.
Nedney. I got it.
Yeah,
right.
Nedney.
No, David Akers.
Oh shit! I was gonna say
I knew
Dawson.
that one. I knew that one.
Look at Melissa. Melissa answered correctly. She put David Akers.
Melissa has a point
She should be in the panel.
Yeah,
Point
how
to
about
Melissa.
if the chat gets it before us? That person gets a point.
They
Absolutely.
should, huh?
Yeah.
You know what?
Keep
Give a
them
point to
involved.
Melissa.
Point to Melissa.
Mariah,
Because we
please.
can't trust all the chat members to not look
Yeah.
it up. and
All right, so
spoil
you know
the
what?
answer.
This is a good way of getting. You know what? The chat versus the panel. How's that?
There we go.
The chat versus the panel. Whoever gets it first. So I'll keep. Well, if you can keep an eye on also the chat, Mariah, for me, I appreciate it. Here we go. Here's the question. Whoever answers it first.
I'm ready.
Jay Rice is one of the two 49ers to have scored double
Terrell
digit.
Owens.
Can I finish?
Let
reading?
him read the question.
In the playoffs against which team?
Cowboys.
To score
Green
to
Bay.
score 2 touchdowns against what team? I didn't get the question.
Yeah.
No, I had it mixed it up.
Cowboys.
No, he got it right, Mr. Answer. Don't let
okay.
me finish.
Wow.
I just threw
Nice
the,
work,
the-
Ryan.
good job,
All
Ryan.
right, point for Ryan.
I'm gonna save one for you later, Ryan. See how good smart you are,
Don't worry, I'm gonna lose. It's not. I just got a fluke.
Mr. Sloth. All right, I'm gonna go with Mr. Smiles, right in the middle of the camera, right there. Mr. Ted knows balls, talks balls.
Balls.
I always thought
Balls.
I always thought it says Ted tickle balls. Are you ready, sir?
Only in your dreams, Beto. Only in your dreams.
Hey,
His
I
middle
told you
name
that
is
was a personal
Benoit.
conversation between us. It's called pillow talk, bro. Shh.
Save it for the DMs, bro.
Yeah, I'm telling
Those
you.
aren't-
Your wife's in the chat. She's gonna get you.
My wife's watching.
Oh.
Ted, what's wrong with you?
Yep.
The list is
Yeah.
long.
So what happens when you
List
cheat with
is
the white
long.
guy? Throws you under the bus.
No
Appreciate you're here.
Lupio for
Appreciate you're here, Ted.
Beto tonight.
Appreciate you're here, brother. I love you. I love people with sense of humor. All right, here we go. Do the Niners have a winning or losing record in games that have gone to overtime?
Losing.
Winning.
Winning.
Winning is correct. Ryan.
Hey, Ted said
guys are gonna let
losing,
Ryan
so I
beat you
said
guys.
winning.
Oh, I see how
Now,
it works now.
in true reality,
Wait, that was Ted's question, anyways. So, like, I don't
You
think
gotta
I
take
could
all the points you
get
can
that
get.
point.
All right.
Well, I got
You
it
know
wrong.
what?
That's fine. You
Okay.
got the point.
I'm the
I don't
point
care.
giver.
I forgot about that. That was Ted's question.
Gotta have
there.
a winner somewhere.
You know what? When I ask the next question, if it's not Ryan, we have to put him on the
He's in
put him in
timeout
there in
now.
the discipline
Damn it,
aisle.
Ryan.
I was
Can't take
thinking
you anywhere.
real quick. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask a question to the viewers and a question to the panel, because the panel is obviously going to answer faster than the person trying to type it in. Saying it and typing it is, saying is always going to win. So this question is for the chat. For the chat, not the panel, Ryan. Here we go. Whose 979 points are the most by a Niner kicker in team history?
This might be one of the only questions I know.
Nedney.
This guy loves Joe Nedney.
I
I'm
know.
gonna say it till it's right.
I met Nedney once, for the record.
Ted needs a Nedney jersey.
And this is just for the chat. This is just for the
I
chat.
do.
Sooner or later,
Oh,
it got to
sorry.
be the answer.
John says,
Oh, how come?
Brian answers
How come
first
Ted didn't get in trouble?
with Robbie G. David McNiner answers second with Akers.
nope, not seeing the correct answer. Keep guessing.
It's not
Yes, sir,
Robbie
Robbie
Gold.
G.
Melissa.
Mariah knows the answer to this. She says this is something that she knows. So, nope.
Nope.
2 acres. If the first acres is not correct, the second acres is not going to be correct.
Dawson from Melissa. Nedney from McNiner.
Nope. I know for sure 49er media would not get this. And no disrespect to your smarts. It's because you weren't born.
Can you repeat the question for them?
Go ahead.
Yeah. The question, yeah.
49ers kicker with the most points.
Whose 979 points are the most by a 49er kicker in team history?
All right, can I guess now?
I know it is. This is easy.
No,
No, this is for
Ray
the chat.
Wersching?
it's for the chat.
Would you, Ryan, do I have to really mute you?
Can somebody keep away, Richie?
I
That
didn't
wasn't
say it.
Ryan.
It was me. It
Come
was
on,
me. Sorry.
man. This is-
Oh, it was. I'm sorry, Ryan.
Oh, I think Melissa got it.
Ted, do I have to mute you?
I was scolding him.
Sorry.
Leave Melissa's
They were
answer. I think
about
you
ready
got
to
it.
kick me off.
I had
You,
said
you,
Melissa
you
said
screwed it up,
Dawson.
Ryan. My apologies.
Fucking weed.
But okay, the chat did not get it, so no points for the chat. Does
Ray
the
Wersching.
panel know?
Ray Wersching.
Ray Wersching,
There
yes.
you go, Ted.
Point for the panel.
Back from the 80s.
Wait, does Ted get a point there
famous
because
mustache.
he ruined it earlier with the chat?
No.
I kind of said Nedney earlier, too, so I don't
Well,
know. I probably shouldn't get a point.
Remember, it's the panel
I'm being
against the
fair.
chat, so
Yeah.
it's a point for all of you.
Okay.
So it's
Point
whether
panel.
it's whether the so
It's a PP. It's a
Yeah,
panel
but-
point.
He could answer for us. He just shouldn't get a point because he was going against the rules. I'm just joking.
hey Ted,
Feels just like class.
Ted,
Always
do
breaking
me a
the
favor,
law.
never commit a crime with Ryan, bro.
I know.
Because you guys get
Raise
caught.
your hand.
He's
people.
giving you up like
He's gonna rat me out.
rat you out.
Snitches
get
That
That is
is
not true.
Ryan.
Yep.
That is not true.
Snitches
Ryan's
get
going to
stitches.
sit there and he's going to shut up and he's not going to say anything. I'm going to ask
Ryan, you
when
don't
my
even
lawyers
believe
get
that.
here. Okay.
Even the look at the chat. They don't even believe that.
Bro, I know how to make good food with Top Ramen. I ain't tripping.
Little
I ain't never
fish.
been to jail, but I ain't scared. I'm creative.
You ain't scared.
All I need is some seasoning. Feel me?
The year that I was in San
Garlic
Quentin,
salt.
bro. If you see some of my jail mates, you will not be making top ramen.
Little soy sauce.
Look at
and-
Joey's
and,
comment.
No mute sports.
your little egg drop in there.
Yep. Ryan was answering multiple times before question asked. Yeah.
No
What's up,
mute
Steve-O?
sports. That's a new name.
Steve-O.
You have any questions? You have any Mariah you want to ask? Anyone you just know by heart?
Hell no.
All right. When Jerry Rice came in, this is for the panel. When Jerry Rice first came in to the NFL, he was given a nickname.
Fifi.
Who was that nick?
Yes.
What was the name of that nickname? Who gave it to him?
Who
Fifi.
gave it to him?
Oh,
Yeah,
Oh,
you,
no,
I think I was going to make it easy.
Ronnie Lott?
Nope.
Roger Craig.
Oh, everybody knew Fifi, but who
Roger
gave
Craig?
it to him?
Joey
Roger Craig?
Montana?
No, people were
Roger
just
Craig.
guessing.
Wasn't Roger
No,
Craig?
it was somebody on defense.
No, egg.
Fucking I know who it is.
Dean?
I'll break it down. It was
I know
a
who it is,
cornerback.
cornerback. It's a cornerback. Why am I forgetting his name?
Deion Sanders.
Because you're looking it up on the internet.
I got-
Deion Sanders.
No, Dion wasn't until '94.
Really,
Damn it.
Brandon?
'85.
Why am I forgetting?
Really, Brandon?
Jerry came
This
in
is
in
when
What?
Jerry Rice-
Eric Wright.
Eric Wright. Yes, that is correct.
And I would have never guessed that.
Yeah.
Me neither.
Barry-
I was born in '93, people. Okay.
Well, Bro, I was born in 2001, so Brandon, you can't have excuses, bro.
Yeah.
You know
Oh, so
what?
the
Milk
Cowboys-
Dad, I don't want to hear it.
What's your
No,
excuse?
mom names win.
So the
I was
towers
two.
went down and 49er media came up.
No, mom missed.
All right. Somebody said Charles Haley. No. He was no.
I'd
All right,
be
this is
scared
for
if Charles
the,
Haley called me
this is for the
Fifi.
chat. This is for the chat.
Chat.
Why was the reason that Joe Montana chose 19 once he was traded to the Chiefs? Why did he
I know
choose
this.
number 19 with the Chiefs? What was the reasoning behind it? For the chat.
Joe Montana's a fucking prick.
And it wasn't because I forgot the name of that quarterback.
I knew you like that, right?
Oh gosh, such a bitter old man in his old
I
age.
know, he did not age well, that guy.
Oh God.
Steve-O says
Yep,
16 plus
exactly.
3. Melissa says college
That's it.
number. Joey 16 plus 3.
That's it.
Now, where did you get the 3 from, Joey?
College number.
Really knows.
Perfect. Yep, that is
Where did-
correct. Who was a water boy at Notre Dame?
Adam Sandler.
Me.
You. Okay, so a point for the chat. Hey, good job there, Joey.
Rudy.
Joey. All right,
and
next question
Steve-O.
for the panel. George Kittle's first career touchdown reception was thrown by which well-traveled quarterback?
That's for the panel.
Brian Hoyer.
CJ
Beathard.
Beathard?
CJ.
Yeah,
Well-traveled,
CJ Beathard.
well-traveled
Brian
quarterback.
Hoyer.
Oh, that'd be fucking Hoyer, huh?
Oh, fuck.
Brian Hoyer.
I knew what team it was versus.
Who said the name? Say it again.
I did. I said
Say it
Brian
again.
Hoyer.
Brian
Hoyer.
Hoyer. Yes, Brian Hoyer is correct.
I knew what team it was. It was the
Point
Colts,
Ted.
right?
You're lying.
Good
Joey
job.
also had
Mark
an
got
answer
off
in the
the
chat.
slide here.
Do I get a half point for saying
No.
who it was against?
No.
You get -1.
Melissa
Yeah,
admitted
like
that
what
it was
Mariah said,
versus the
minus
Colts.
1.
You better not lose us points.
No, mom
Melissa
names
even knew
win.
it was versus the Colts, folks. That might be a point for Melissa.
McGlinchey, bro. What?
Welcome.
All right, here we go. This is for the panel.
We just did the
49ers backup quarterback Steve Bono and Alvis Gorback both later landed the starting job at which AFC team?
Kansas
Kansas
City
City
Chiefs.
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 Good job.
I thought it was for the chat. What?
Yeah.
No, the chat
They
guessed
said the
the other
panel.
one.
No,
Oh,
that
Brian
was the
Hoyer.
battle.
You guys
Oh.
guessed. Oh shit.
Yeah,
I-
we
I-
guessed the Brian.
I'm
I
fired.
tried to hedge you off at the pass, but you didn't hear me.
I know and listen to. Who's
I know.
talking? Was that Ryan?
I was trying to help.
Well, you know what? There's always a private chat, right?
I can't type as fast as you can start already asking the question to the panel, so I just kind of spoke out.
private.
All right, so this one is for the chat.
Yes,
Yes.
finally for the chat.
Yeah,
My
this-
apologies, chat.
The next
Or
two
the
should
chat.
be for the chat.
All right.
Chat times 2.
And I'll give you guys an easy one, chat. Truth or false? Joe Montana started all 16 games of the regular season just twice throughout his NFL career.
Okay, we can play the music if you want.
Don't be getting a copyright.
Oh, we got some
Hey,
true
Joey
from the
says
chat.
true.
We're on 20
True,
different channels.
true. False,
True
false.
is-
Fernando
False.
says false.
Truth
McNair
is
says false.
correct.
Joey was the first one. John the second. True.
Well, hey, wait a sec. When Joe started playing in 1981, or actually started before 81, he had a few games in 79 and 80 before 81. But wasn't it a 14-game season for a number of years before the expansion?
A
Not sure.
14-game season?
Did you join the Niners?
No.
No, maybe I'm just thinking it was 30 teams and not 30.
Wait, but how
Stop
many?
trying to get
M6
too technical.
How many 16-game seasons
What's
did he have?
Stop trying to get too technical.
I know. I was
Trying to
just
be
curious.
smarter
That
than the
could be a
damn book.
trick part of the question if like several of the seasons didn't even have 16, but it probably isn't. I'm probably wrong.
Let
Gonna name
the
you
chat have a
Technical
point, Ted.
In all 16 games.
Yeah.
I can't believe you're
So he
gonna
didn't play. He didn't play any
begrudge the
14
chat
games.
having a
Okay,
measly
all right.
point.
I mean, the question is right there. Right, started all 16 games. So obviously,
I'm gonna
won 14
Google
in
that.
that season. He's gonna look it up. Right, look it up. We'll wait for Ted to
Yeah,
look
I'm
it
gonna
up.
No, go ahead. Read the next one.
He's like, Google. Is
If you
Beto's
get it wrong, if
stupid-ass
Ted,
book
if Ted,
wrong?
if you get it wrong instead of Ted talks ball, Ted knows no shit.
Joey says,
Ted,
"Give me
no
a
shit.
Ted,
Ted,
No, then it's
Ted,
then
no
it's called
shit.
Ted Talks no ball. No ball.
Ted talks shit.
Yeah. Come on,
Anyway,
Ted.
Ted
Type a
talks
little
ball.
faster, my friend.
Bro, my
Oh.
camera is
Okay, here we go.
trippy.
I didn't say the bad words.
Okay, so wait a sec. 1978.
Wait, are we not supposed to? Are we not supposed
No,
to
it was
go?
literally one
girls.
year before we drafted Joe. 1978 was the last 14 game season. We drafted Joe in 79, so I was wrong.
Oh,
But it was right
okay.
around there. I knew it was right around there. So that would have made it an interesting trick question.
True. If you want to, yeah,
So good for you, know.
knowing your history a little bit, though, you were off only by a year. So
Jerry, there's a couple channels paired, so that's why if you read the chat that's on the screen, you'll be able to see everybody's chat up there. Because
Tell
there's
'em,
people
Mariah.
talking in different chats. It's not that you're slow. It's okay.
I'm sorry.
Did I make you
Um,
laugh or Mariah made you laugh?
No,
Melissa
uh,
says, speed it up, folks. Yamule.
Melissa's always
She
being
does?
mean to us in the chat.
Yeah, the chat needs
Beto.
another question.
Beto, the chat
Ted.
needs another question. So on
Ted,
pues.
Ted knows all. Ask the questions for the chat. Go ahead, Ted.
Me ask a question?
Yeah, give him a trivia question.
You're just supposed to pull it out of your ass.
Who was the special teams ace running back from the Niners from the 80s?
There you go, chat.
Okay.
Well, that's a good one. I think I know who it is, but
Man, Ted just really doesn't want the chat to get any points tonight. He just is such a jerk. I'm joking.
And there's Bashar with his phone again.
Well, I
Texting
actually
somebody.
met him. If you're Googling
How
it.
convenient. Every time a question's asked,
he
he has
gets
to
a
text
If you're
somebody.
Googling it, he went to CSM. So that's where I met him. I knew the trainer at CSM, the orthopedic surgeon.
Remilia
I got to meet
Sports
him in the
has
locker room.
Ryan's name.
John
What is it,
Taylor.
Jeopardy?
Brian says.
No, it's Bill Ring.
You didn't even give
Bill
him time to
Ring. Wow.
You didn't even
that's
give
going
him
way back.
time.
Ed, who do you
See,
think
you know
I
what you guys
am?
did?
But he asked such a
That's
shitty
why-
question. Nobody was going to answer it anyways.
Get that
Damn.
right. He's never mad at me.
Damn, Bashar.
Ted,
Oh,
Ted,
no.
Ted can handle it. Ted can handle it.
Ask
Right.
him a real question because Ted's
Who
cheating. the
wants
chat.
to ask?
Ted, Ted's cheating.
Real quick question for everybody. In the NFC,
man.
in the NFC
Wow,
West,
everybody.
who's the sorriest team?
The Seahawks.
Seahawks.
The
I was
Rams.
trying to
No.
say the Rams.
The LA Rams.
The Rams are the Cards this year.
Hey,
LA
hey, Rudy.
Rams. My father.
I hate this
Seahawks.
Seahawks.
The
Okay.
Cardinals, bro. The Cardinals don't have Kyler Murray. Why should we be scared?
The Rams don't have anybody. Why should we be scared?
Even with
Yeah.
Kyler Murray, they're shit.
Yeah, but
They
what I'm
literally
saying
have
is
nobody.
they're
The
shit
quarterback
even more
has one
now because
arm.
they don't have a
They
quarterback.
might be better with Colt McCoy.
Eh. I thought he didn't re-sign with them.
He didn't? Oh.
I might be wrong. I don't.
I haven't followed him that closely to know, to be
Me
honest.
either.
So you're probably right, Anshul.
I shout out to Rudy. I'm trying to hit you up on Twitter doing a show with a Seahawks content creator, but Rudy hasn't gotten back to me.
You know what?
Oh.
What's up,
Well,
Rudy?
That's
Force
pretty
people.
rudy of, if you ask me.
Sounds like a typical Seahawks fan.
So another trivia question: which team had the worst losing record after
Wait,
winning
who's this for?
the Super
Who's
Bowl?
this for?
Who's it for the
Is
panelist chat?
For anybody?
Yeah. Okay.
No, this should be for the chat.
But I
This one's
still
for the
think,
chat.
Beto, we
It's for the
gotta
chat,
go
yeah,
like
the
we gotta
chat.
see if it's for the
So-
chat or us because remember the
Which
chat
team
Everybody
had
has
the
to
thought my
type it
question
out.
was too tough.
which team had the worst record the season after they won the Super Bowl?
That should
Yeah,
be an easy
Ted caught on to that one, huh, Ted?
I feel like that
Yeah.
was. Yeah, I think.
You know why I said that, right,
Same
Ted?
old sorry ass
Yes.
Rams.
I think it's that one's for Rudy.
Yes,
Rudy Ramilia.
Yes, Rams.
for my friend Rudy.
Easy question.
The
Yeah,
Rams.
instead of run it back, they ruined it back.
Yep, they sure did. I mean, I have never seen a team have that bad. And, they want to blame it on injury. It's funny when the Niners weren't doing good. Rudy used to say, "But don't be blaming things on injury. You play the game no matter what. That's why you have other players on the team. Don't use no excuses." Now that they had a bad record, well, we had most of our players injured. How convenient, right? How convenient, Rudy.
The only thing they ran was their.
You know that
stars out of town.
Rudy still thinks that they're going to win the division this year. This is exactly what he texted me the other night. He told me the Rams are going to win the division in 2023.
Wow,
Yeah, on Madden.
that's some serious delusional thinking.
You lose. I mean, I don't think I think that, they lost a lot of players in the offseason, and the only one they added was via trade from Miami for Ramsey. Then a tight end that was like, the third string tight end that caught only one ball in his career. He's the only addition to the Rams. Everyone else exited out there. So
Same old sorry ass Rams.
if they
Baker's
win,
Ramsey, Leonard Floyd,
Baker.
Bobby Wagner, Greg Gaines.
They just
Then
lost
they have
that-
that. Then they have that other D tackle. I forget.
Greg Gaines. Yeah.
No, it's a different.
they brought Gaines
Yeah.
back.
Oh, Ashawn.
Michael.
Yeah,
Ashawn's a
Ashawn.
free agent.
By the way, that's really not Rudy. So we're having this whole conversation 20 minutes long. Wasting on Steve-O that's
Oh,
been here on a
Steve-O?
burner. So,
The fake Rudy.
yeah,
Are you
He-
serious?
he
Primo.
fails the shows. Like
I did
shows
not
the
even
Steve-O-
know there was a fake one. What?
Is that
Steve-O
Steve-O with his
Supreme
like
Troll?
1,000 burner accounts?
Yeah, McNiner even verified. He went to it and looked.
Thank you,
You
McNiner.
gotta be. You know what?
MC9er.
Oh, they lost Nick
I
Scott
don't
too.
know
The
why
one
we
who
wait
laid
so
Does
people
anybody
out.
so
have
much time
the
on
phone
this
number
freaking
for
guy.
the
It's not
AA?
Brad, by the way.
'Cause I'm sick of his ass.
Nick
Anybody?
Scott's
Anybody
gone too from the Rams.
have the phone number for AA?
I know. He won't remember tomorrow what he's in here doing. So
All right,
Right, cracks me
Brian,
up.
find them and block them, bro. That's enough for me.
okay, Brandon.
Really, Brandon?
He lives in his truck. What do you expect?
Freaking Brandon! Don't be
You
scared,
guys
bro.
suck.
Don't be scared of
Talking
him,
that
Brandon.
ish over there. I don't
Brandon's
live
like,
in a truck.
Fine, you live in a bus.
Hey, you're living in a freaking closet.
No, I don't.
I know. Hey, listen, it's worse.
literally live
It's
in an
worse.
apartment.
It's worse than living in your car. He lives with his parents.
Oh,
No.
damn!
No.
You went low.
Last.
Bruh, literally.
You went fucking low.
Beto,
I'd
Beto,
rather
Mother-
live in the car.
Hey, you
than
know
live
it's
with my
expensive
parents.
out here in fucking the Bay?
You're a
Beto,
full grown man. You still live with mommy and daddy. Shut up.
Beto, I literally
Hey.
in college, bro, in a different state. I'm in a
See?
my
Ryan's
own
loving it.
apartment, bro.
Look at 49 Media. He's living on his own.
Yep.
He's just giving me shit. That's
Everybody follow 49er Media's example for life.
why. All right, hey, just for that, Beto, you're gone.
And now your
No.
phone's gonna be dead. And then
Oh,
I know,
yeah.
right?
Listen, let me
People are
ask
probably
everybody
just
in the
tuning in,
panel.
like, I thought this was a 49ers.
Anybody in here past 18 live with their parents? Raise their hand.
I did.
Really?
Absolutely.
I did.
Past 18? Wow. I'm envious now. My dad kicked my ass out at 14.
Hey, well, times were a lot nicer back then.
He always wanted me to drive a patrol car, and I always wind up in the back seat of one. So I'm like, oops, wrong direction, Dad. What's up, Brian? Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. So, all right, who scored more points? We're just gonna freestyle it for the rest of the show. Get the. Uh-oh.
All right, later, guys.
I'm in trouble.
You're in trouble.
Why are you in trouble, bro?
She said,
Oh,
hey.
the boss said Beto.
Yeah. No, she didn't say my full name.
He didn't
but-
drop his middle name though.
She says, shh.
You're gonna get your ass whipped.
She's about to
Yeah,
join the
I'll
panel.
give just based on looking at me in the camera. I'm gonna ask you the panel and the chat. I do have a middle name. Now my first name is Alberto, but I go Beto for short. But
Let it
Alberto,
out.
what is my middle name? What middle name do you guys think it fits me, or is? If you see if you might even guess it.
Carlos,
Anshaw.
What?
Milk Dud.
I have a middle name. I have a middle name.
Horatio.
What? No.
Oh no, reverse.
I'll give you guys a hint. It starts with an R.
Roberto.
Rodrigo.
Reverse.
It
Ricardo.
starts with an R.
So Roberto.
No guesses.
Ricky.
Raul.
Correct.
Ramon.
Right, got it.
Alberto Raúl Luna is my full name. Luna, like the moon in Spanish. Ramon, no. And Stanley doesn't start with the R. Sorry, Gary. Last time I checked. Rodolfo, Ronald. Now, those are guesses, but Stanley? Come on, Gary. Mariah did have it. Yes, she did. Oh, thank you, Melissa. My little sister's like, that's pretty. Thank you. Appreciate that love.
Lunatic. Alberto Raul, lunatic. Your wife says.
Lunatic, yeah.
I thought
was
you
a
made that up,
lunatic.
right?
Definitely was a lunatic. Wife will know that for sure.
Good night, Don.
Good night, Don. Tell the girls,
See you, Don.
Jella and Ariel, that we said good night. But so now that we got some fun out of the way, what are you guys? I want to get your guys' thoughts. I know we have spoken this more than enough already, probably on other shows, on your own shows, but here in the panel tonight, how good do you think this defense is going to be with the new additions in 20 and the departures in 2023? Do you think it'll be as good as 2019, better than 2019, or worse than 2021?
I think it'll be better than 2019 defense
Interesting. Why?
because we finally have that dominant pass rusher up the middle, opposite of where Bosa plays. So, I mean, it's going to be a lot of fun, and maybe we get some good production out of Drake Jackson. Kind of crossing my fingers there. We'll see.
Yeah,
See how that
that'd
goes.
be
I don't know
nice.
if we draft another pass rusher, but Tayshaun Gibson's back. Hufanga is going to be in the second season as a starter at strong safety. Lenore is going to be more seasoned experience at cornerback, and we're going to have obviously Mooney Ward. So yeah, I mean I like our defense a lot. If they're top five, I'm not saying they're going to be the number one defense, but there's a chance that they could still be the number one defense.
Interesting point. I like it. Ted, I want to get your thoughts on it, and I'll go around the panel because I'm really curious. What do you guys think? Better than 19 or worse than 2021?
Wow, that's the big difference. I guess I'll go better than 2019. Yeah, because we've got Fred and Dre. We've got Huff and Gibson. We've got Mooney Ward. Lenore's done pretty well. We got Bosa and Hargrave and Eric Armstead. I think we'll probably draft a defensive end. So yeah, and maybe a corner too, and obviously a safety too to replace Gibson. So yeah, I could see us being. I think there's more chance we're better than 2019 than worse than 2021.
That's good.
But that means number one. I mean, that's what we're saying because in 2019 we were the number 2 defense. So
Correct.
There
Correct.
you go.
There you go. 49er Media.
I'm going to say closer to 2019 just because I think that the pass rush, right, with adding Mr. Hargrave, Javon Hargrave. I think that because when you have a lot of that pass rush, usually the secondary is able to do a lot better. And like you guys mentioned, Hufanga second year starting. I'm a big Diamante Lenore fan, and also one guy who I think people might be sleeping on that hasn't been mentioned yet is Marcelino McCrary Ball. Watch out for him.
What's up, Pterodome? Welcome to the chat. Mariah,
Pterodome.
your thoughts?
Yeah, I agree with them. Closer to 2019. Pretty much for every reason they just laid out. And I think plus the addition of Wilkes to, help with that back end somewhere that if you had to pick a spot, from our previous defenses that was, I would say, not bad, but like not the greatest, like the area that was the least, I don't know. It wasn't freaking perfect like every other spot. It would be that back end. And I think now that we have a coach that specializes in that that should help out with that.
Awesome.
Great answer, Mariah.
Ryan.
Shut up.
I was being honest.
Kissing ass doesn't work with her, bro.
I'm on her bad side now. I don't know what's going on.
Whose turn?
The one that
Ryan
has
now.
himself a mute.
He's finally muted.
Man, that weed must be good, man.
Look at him. He just talking
I know
away.
he's just talking away to himself,
like I
looking
said,
so
like I-
confused. We finally got him to mute.
We show let's all bow our heads like we're listening to him, like we're agreeing, like, yeah, that's good.
That's the smartest thing you said all night.
Oh, wow. I totally agree with you.
Great point.
Can you hear
That's
me
a
now?
very good point there, Ryan.
Okay, then I'll just
There you
leave.
go. We hear
Yes.
you. We hear you. We hear you.
We heard that part. He left on his own. Oh,
It's
somebody's
all your fault.
Bye, Ryan. I'll give you my doctor for medicine here.
Saving Private
Um,
Ryan.
I think they'll be better than 2021 because we were the number one defense last year, and that was without an actual push down the middle. And we only lost one true starter in the defense. I understand people say Emmanuel Mosley and Ward, but Emmanuel Mosley has been hurt a lot, and he was hurt for most of last year. So the one that really, really started was Ward. So that's the replacement they're going to have to bring in or elevate Samuel Womack to that spot. But they brought in the kid from Atlanta, Oliver. See how he does.
Isaiah
Lenore,
Oliver, yeah.
I don't think Lenore. Yeah, Elijah Oliver or something. Isaiah Oliver. Yeah. I don't think Lenore gets enough credit. Towards the end of the year, he truly came on strong, especially in the playoffs. And people don't realize that having a great pass rush helps extremely well the secondary because they don't have to defend that long because that pass rush. And Eric Armstead, if you guys recall, in 2019, he had his most better year in sacks. Why? Because he had Buckner and Nick Bosa commanding double teams, and he was doing the one-on-ones on that side. So now that we have Hargrave competing for those double teams with Bosa, that's going to leave Drake Jackson and Eric Armstead once again with the one-on-ones. And I expect Eric Armstead to have a great year in 2023. I think this guy's going to come alive. He's underrated. I know some people don't like Armstead, and that's fine. Each his own. But I think he's so underrated for the fact that he doesn't have the numbers, the sacks, the stats that we like to see. But if you watch the all 22 film on this kid, he pushes that freaking line. The reason why Bosa had those 18 and a half sacks is because a lot of what Armstead did. and was able to push the quarterback out. So I can't wait to see the addition of Hargrave. I think he's a better replacement for DeForest Buckner. DeForest Buckner was great in the pass rush, but wasn't too good in the run defense. And I think Hargrave is a better run defender than Buckner was. So I am with you guys. I believe that it'll be better than 2019, and it'll be better than 2021 as well, because we were already the number one defense, and we just got better. Again, losing Ward is going to be missed, but can you really say, guys, that we're really going to miss Emmanuel Mosley? I mean, he played well when he played, but how often did he really play? Did he ever play a full year? Please recall my memory, bring to memory. Did Emmanuel Mosley ever play a full year?
Man,
No,
leave something for me, Beto.
Oh, you're back? Sorry, I didn't know you were here.
Oh, no shit. You had to bring me in. What a twit. Oh,
Twitter.
He's gone.
God, no.
Yeah. That's hardcore.
Brandon's in the background. He actually brought you in.
well, why isn't Brandon
Wait.
here?
He remember his battery died.
So how could he bring me in if he was in the back room if his battery's dead?
And you asking me that, it's
It's too much. I get it. It's too much. Bro, we lost Jimmy Ward essentially on this defense. We lost Aziz Al-Shaair, but I think we've got another guy waiting in the decks there. The only really difference is Jimmy Ward in the slot. You know what I mean? Because Tayshaun Gibson showed that he could take over Jimmy Ward's spot as safety. So we're just really trying to really get over replacing Jimmy in the slot. And as far as the defensive line is, Javon upgrades it so much, it doesn't matter about losing Omenihu and who else? Like Wills and the other couple of guys on there, because he's gonna, whether he gets as many sacks or not, he gets the pressures. And that's going to get everybody else around him more sacks because he's going to gain so much attention from everybody on the offensive line. So I think we're probably going to have a better team than 2019 and last year. And I also believe that we might see a good leap from Diamador Lenoir this year. So at the end of the last season, he started showing us and himself he could do it. Now he knows he can do it. He expects himself to do it. And not only that, if he can play at this level, why can't he get up here? You know what I'm saying? So I think he's going to have a good year next year. And people are going to be really, confidence does a lot for people. And I don't think Demo had as much confidence as he needed when he first kind of got out there. And now I think he's got it. Like, even when he gets beat, it's not like he's got this cloud looming over him the whole game like Witherspoon used to have, or other people we've had in the past. He just kind of forgets it. Next down, let's go. So,
yeah, I think you're right. I think Lenoir is really going to have a great. I like the way he stepped up. I like the way he stepped up towards the end of the year. He took a lot of criticism in the beginning of the year. The kid that I'm hoping will step up, and I want to ask Ted his thought on this. The kid that I'm hoping to steps up is Avery Thomas. He started to do good, and he started to play better than Lenoir, and suddenly he just went off the radar and taken out, and Lenoir stepped back in. Why do you think, in your own perspective, Ted, why he's not playing as well as he once did? What do you think that's contributed to?
I really don't know. I mean, I guess there are some hints from why he sat out the COVID season, because he had like colitis or Crohn's disease, some kind of intestinal disorder. And so maybe that hit again. I don't know, but it was just really weird because he struggled in 2021 most of the season. And then late in the season, he started to put it together. He played pretty well in the playoffs. He got a little bit torched in the NFC Championship game. It was sort of him and Jimmy Ward. They were just thrown in between the two of them in the zone. So I don't know who to blame for that exactly. But I got to be honest. I mean, I'm starting to wonder about Ambry. I think might be it for him. I'm got more hope, honestly, for Quantrez Knight. That's who I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like him. I like
Yeah,
him.
I like Quantrez Knight too.
Yeah, I like.
But
That's good answer there.
I just played devil's advocate with Quantrez Knight. I mean, season, right? Is that correct?
I don't recall. I think he's been. I think he was
I'm just
redshirted
saying.
all
I
year.
see all this love for Quantrez Knight, but I don't recall him seeing him ever do anything for us.
I think they're basing
where
it
does that
off
love
of
come from,
his
though?
college
In
production.
college.
Well, also
Okay.
probably practice too, because obviously some of the because
Practice.
a lot of
Talking
content
about
creators have
What's up?
how
Trials in the
TL,
house.
what's up,
What's up,
man?
brother? Oops, wrong button.
What up?
He's also very
What up,
versatile,
Gio?
Quantrez Knight. He can play nickel, he can play boundary, he can play safety. So
Yep.
that's why I have more hope for him because
I think it's between him and Womack there in the nickel.
I like Womack a lot. I hope he steps up.
well, no, Isaiah Oliver.
Yeah, we have Isaiah Oliver.
Isaiah, yeah.
And we're paying him a couple mil.
So I think it's him, Isaiah Oliver, or Sam
And
Womack,
Womack.
and it's like the
Yeah.
push.
He's gonna be a big corner in the middle. I never seen someone. What is he? 6'1"?
Isaiah?
6'1", 210, 205, 210.
Yeah, I never seen a nickel that big. That's gonna be interesting to watch. Personally,
Well,
it'll be fun.
Steve
Have
Wilkes
fun
liked him,
running against
apparently.
us.
Steve Wilkes got to watch him in Atlanta, right, as a division rival for the Panthers.
And we got to
so-
see him
Yep.
pick off Jimmy Garoppolo. So
Yeah.
And-
But yeah,
Two
here's-
career interceptions and one's Jimmy.
Hey,
And
he's a winner.
Atlanta
3-1.
Falcons fans seemed kind of upset that we got him. Like they knew he was the diamond in the rough, and
Yeah.
they were just waiting for him to kind of make his clips, and he wasn't able to yet.
And I heard one of the reasons why he came here is he had ties or had a relationship with Wilkes. And that's why he decided to choose the Niners to come to, that's awesome. That's what coaches' relationship with players can go such a long way. When you bring in certain players that, what's his name? I know a lot of guys are not too happy about him being under center, Brunskill, not Brunskill, but Brendel.
Brendel
But he took less money to stay with us than going over
to the
I forgot,
Jets.
to the Jets. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm fine
And
with
again,
that.
it just shows that he's here, he's comfortable with his teammates, and we can all appreciate that. Mariah, I want to ask you, we have McCaffrey as a running back. He's going to have another year with us. We have Elijah. He's always getting hurt though, but he's the second running back. The kid that we took, I'm thinking it wasn't Ohio. It was
LSU.
LSU, yeah.
Davis Price.
Davis Price. Do you think he'll step up, in your opinion, this year, or do you think it'll be something like what happened with
Trey Sermon.
Trey Sermon? Thank you there for the media.
Of course.
Yeah, I hope so. I like TDP a lot. I've been a fan of TDP, even though everybody else was a fan of, the other running backs. I've been just waiting for him to get his chance, and I think his style fits more with Trey Lance. So I'm hoping that once Trey Lance is back there, that'll help out TDP.
Yeah, I hope he steps up too, because but the kid that I know I didn't mention him, so you didn't speak of him, and that's my fault. But the undrafted free agent
Jordan Mason.
Yeah, I think that kid just didn't get enough reps, but he down the middle, man. This guy can volleyball, man. He can run down the hash, and I like the way he plays. He kind of reminds me of Lynch when he was younger. Not because he wears the same number, but the style of running he does. So it'll be interesting how we do there. Do you guys think that we draft, and please don't say in the third round, but do you guys think we draft a running back this year, or do you think that where we're at right now, if we do take a running back, it's probably going to be a undrafted free agent? Anyone can answer.
I mean, I think that we cannot count out us going after running back, because we all know Kyle Shanahan just loves to have loads of draft running backs. I don't know if we use a late round pick, because the thing is, yeah, we have 11 picks, but I still feel like we can add. I don't think we're going to keep all 11 of those picks, and I think we'll trade up, possibly, higher in the third round, and we give up some of those late picks. So I don't know if we're gonna really end up going after running back like later in the draft. I think we end up going the undrafted route.
Okay.
That's kind of why I'm worried for Ty Davis Price is if we get another undrafted free agent that's kind of like Jordan Mason, I think he might, be on the chopping block, and that, he'll be the Trey Sermon of this year. And I'm not saying it's going to happen, but if he doesn't show more than last year, and if we have a guy who comes in like Jordan Mason, you know what I mean? How do you not? And that's, I don't want to see that happen because we've invested in him. You know what I mean? It seems like he's capable. It just seems like there's like one more step he needs to get to be in that echelon as everybody else in the room. And I'm willing to wait on it. It's not like we don't have other talented backs that we can, but I'm just wondering if we get another guy like Jordan Mason that comes in this year, we'll be able to keep a wraps on him. You know what I mean?
I think we're going to use the last two picks. There's two comp 7th round picks that we have. I think we'll do a quarterback with one and a running back with one. So because they're basically like undrafted free agents at that point, but the difference is they don't have a choice. Like I think Kyle learned his lesson with James Robinson, who played for the Jags. And then I think he just ended up on the Patriots most recently. But Kyle wanted him, and he chose the Jags over us. And so I think he will not make that mistake again. With a run, if there's a running back he likes that could be an undrafted free agent, just use a really cheap pick and just be like, now you're going to be a Niner. You don't have any choice, type of thing.
That's a good point. Real quick, for anyone that needs to go from the show, you guys are welcome to do so. But before anyone does leave, because I'm going to keep the show going until I start seeing the drop on viewers. I want to remind everybody in the chat that everyone's channel is in the description below. There are links there. You can go to the channel, subscribe to the channel. I'm going to start with Ted, and then I'm going to move on to let everyone us know what they're doing in their channel. So if they do have to leave while we're still live, they can go ahead and do so without letting us know about what they're doing on their channel. So Ted, just to keep us reminded, what's happening on your channel? What are you doing with your channel, and how can people? What times can people see your channel?
Yeah, tomorrow morning, 8:30 Pacific, 8:30 a.m. Pacific. I've got a couple of Eagles fan content creators on, Ryan and Bill from BSing It Sports. I had Ryan on before the NFC Championship game, so we're doing a follow-up as to like what all's changed since then. I had a couple on earlier this week too, but I won't talk about that since they're already. But if you look, I had two on Tuesday when I had the blackout. One of them, the blackout hit during our show.
Oh, wow.
But definitely a big one at 11 a.m. tomorrow. I have Vish Kumaran coming on. So 11 a.m. Pacific, 2 p.m. Eastern. Vish will be on. So that's a big one for me.
There you go, guys. And make sure to subscribe to the channel. But most importantly, hit that notification bell. That way you are notified when he does go live. So many content creators, sometimes it's hard to keep up with who's on when. But if that notification is on, the phone will do it for you. So make sure to do that on his channel. Ryan, what do you got going on your channel?
So Friday I have a 5-hour, well, it's normally like a 5-hour call-in show from 7 to midnight. So come check me out on No Border Sports. Also, Jess from Red and Gold, East Coast Red and Gold podcast is coming through on Saturday at 3 o'clock or 6. I want to say it's either 3 or 6 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. And then, yeah, as my week starts over, we're on the NWO with Beto, Niner and Friends with Mariah and Beto. Yeah, Raj on Thursdays. I'm with Joe Stevens of Seahawks content creator on Wednesday. So just hit the notification button.
Awesome. 49er minded, going into the minds of all the players. What do you
The
got
49er
going on
fan.
in your channel?
49er
Oh,
fans.
Players.
Sorry.
Yeah, what's up?
It's his channel, not mine.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, just gonna have some people on to do some mock drafts pretty soon. I do have some people. I just didn't set any set times yet for them. So once I do, I'll have it announced on my Twitter and announced on my community tab on my YouTube channel. So if you subscribe to the YouTube channel, hit the bell notification and check out the community tab, or even just check out my Twitter. And as soon as I finalize whatever dates and who's going to come on, I drop it on there. And also, I'm going to be doing on my channel. I'm going to be doing, for those of you who are old school wrestling fans, Lawrence and I for Platform 246 are going to host a wrestling nostalgia show type show on there. So I believe we're going to call let's see, what was the name? I put out a Twitter post of what the name should be, and it looks like the most popular name that we threw out there that got the most votes was from Parts Unknown. So probably is going to be the name of the show. So stay tuned for that. What up, John V?
What's up, bro?
Welcome in,
Am I breaking
John
up?
V.
What's up, John?
Does it say I'm breaking up?
You gonna do a wrestling show, bro?
A little bit.
Yeah.
Crackling
Okay.
like a crackhead.
I wanted to ask this. I don't know if I don't want to interrupt you if it was just me.
One thing
I've done in the past, and I don't want it if it's me. But that's why I asked.
I didn't even notice.
One thing I was told by StreamYard, if there's a cracking and a popping, if you go into settings, you go into audio, and you turn off all the extra options, that usually stops it. Because they said something about having a good mic, like with my Yeti. It was like, it doesn't like Yetis. So that could be a thing.
Is that the same thing from Restream?
How about now?
That's
I turned off some
Restream.
settings.
No,
still
it's
is.
still crackling.
Still is.
Okay, so just wanted to make sure it wasn't me. Sorry there, Bashar. But again, I didn't want to interrupt you if it was just on my side. 49 Media, what you got going on your channel?
Nothing too crazy. I mean, I'm fairly busy with school and stuff, so I don't really have a schedule right now. I just go live kind of whenever, but I do break the news on there, so
there you go.
make sure you guys have the
Go media.
notifications on there too. So make sure you're also following on Twitter, Instagram. But yeah.
Woo!
I like it. Mariah, what you got going on your channel? You and TL.
Yeah, our show is earlier today, so I won't be back
Great
on with
show, by the
him
way.
till next week, next Wednesday or Thursday. But yeah, I'm gonna try to do an earlier show this Saturday, maybe afternoonish. We'll see. Playing that by ear right now, but yeah, and then I'll be back Tuesday with these guys on my channel this week. Niners and Friends, Tuesday at 6 Pacific Standard Time. Then we start the week over. I'm pretty much live every day, so you'll find us on there sooner or later.
And Mariah,
lives on StreamYard.
are we ever gonna get like a ladies panel? I know, Grant had his one, but I'm wondering, like, are we ever gonna see like a weekly show out of you ladies? Because I
Are
thought
you
you
gonna
guys.
join, Ryan?
Well, I'd have to shave. It's probably the only thing holding me back is
Just
needing to shave.
put that
My
And he
legs.
wasn't talking about his
filter.
beard either.
No, my legs.
put the mic
yeah.
filter on your chin.
My chin's too manly for that.
That thing's pretty gnarly. I'm not gonna lie.
This thing's nice though.
Or just change your voice. You'll be fine.
Speaking of voices, am I still crackling or is it normal now?
Yeah, you are.
You're still crackling,
hell?
bro. Bad.
It could be an input.
I just resetted my mic and everything. Hang on.
Now it cleared.
Yeah.
Now you're clear.
And then
Oh, he
don't
wasn't
talk.
talking. But anyway, while he takes care of that, John V, welcome to the channel. Better late than never. Good to see you, my friend. How you doing
Sorry.
today?
I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. Guys had a great show.
Yeah, we had little trivia, fooling around. It's the off season, and all of us usually have channels. Most of us have channels here, so I always figured, I was telling Brandon, listen, we probably talked about the same topic either on our own channel as a guest or as a host on the channel. There's only so much you can say about a certain situation, right? So we decided to do a little trivia, something a little different, just engaging with the viewers, having fun and laughter. Sometimes kind of that's while in the off season, unless something major happens, I think this is a great way just to hang out, man. It's kind of like everybody head over to Starbucks, have a cup of coffee, and just relax and have fun with the viewers.
Yeah.
And just
No,
talk
it's a good idea.
football. You know, because everybody's already talked about the Hargrave, the signings, and and that everyone in the chat probably goes to everybody's channel already, so they already heard it. So sometimes just come in here and like today, Ted was able to join us, and he's not, and he has a very valid reason why he can't join in the afternoon. I think that's an amazing job you're doing there, Ted, taking care of that part, my friend. And I say that sincerely. And I know I'm a late night guy, so I'm always going to bed about 8 a.m, waking up about 3 p.m. So Ted's been asking me, like, do you want to come on the channel? It's like, man, I can't do those 11 o'clock channels or 11 o'clock or 8 o'clock.
Beto's barely going to sleep at that time.
Yeah, I mean, as it is, I don't make sense when I'm well rested. Imagine in 2 hours non-sleep.
I do
Beto,
4
we're due for
o'clock
one of those late
shows.
night.
Beto, I do 4 o'clock shows on Mondays and Tuesdays. 4 o'clock's open, 4 p.m. So
okay,
we go 4 to 5.
Four is doable.
Maybe
That's
maybe
breakfast.
still over to
Yep.
5:15.
Yeah,
do a
at
show
least
while
at least I have
you
an
fruit
hour away.
apples.
Bring your coffee.
I'm sorry, Mr. Roboto's trying to say something. What was that, Mr. Roboto?
Now you're just
Do a
going to make
mic
him
test.
self-conscious and not want to talk.
No, he knows I mess with him. He's the one talking about pebbles or what kind of cornflakes?
I don't know. You only called me Mr. Roboto like 20 other times before that, or
Yeah,
making fun of the way I sounded.
It sounds better now.
He doesn't.
I have to unplug and plug it back in. Yeah, I can do that fucking voice too now. Hang on.
You know, that might actually make you sound clear. Do the Roboto.
Oh.
I'm just saying, reverse. Ted had enough. He says, "This is my first time and my last time on this show."
Like these
Yep.
people are nuts.
But
These are worse than in-laws.
No, my dog opened the door, so I was just closing.
Oh, no worries.
So don't bug my
The
wife.
sun goes down and the crazies come out.
Again, if you can't, if we can't have fun and with each other and not, as long as none of us go too far, and I don't think none of us ever will, but have
He has
fun
his
with
own
each
parody
other.
account. If you've ever been on my show, he's popped on a few times. It says
Your dog?
Hamilton talks ball. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, right on.
Stop bringing up Steve-O and his parody accounts and all that. You're
Probably
feeding the
is.
Bears.
Steve-O Supreme Troll.
Yes.
You know it is.
No, I
Feed
like
the Bears.
It. It's fun. I don't mind that at all. I think it's hilarious.
Yeah.
As long as
Encourage it
they're
on your channel,
respectful
bro.
about
Because
Okay.
he's not
Yeah.
being respectful.
Because he
about
goes
it
on to the
other
rest of our
channels.
channels and he's not respectful. So.
I heard he got kicked off.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh man, sorry. All right. Well, he's cool on my channel, so
Real quick for the viewers, I apologize if I don't bring the comments. Usually Brandon, that's what Brandon does. He's Mr. Comment in Charge guy. And so Brandon went to go eat dinner with his mommy and daddy.
In his
And,
truck.
Good
in
night,
his
Fernando.
truck. Huh?
I'm saying good night to Throwback. He's leaving.
Oh, okay.
See ya,
Peace out,
throwback.
I thought you were leaving, Roy. I said, oh, and then the show's over.
They're having dinner.
She doesn't like us so
the
much.
Garage.
Good night, those in the chat. Yeah, like I said, people ask me like, what time is the chat over? I'm just like, hey, it's a Thursday evening. I just want to chat. But I'm always conscious of other people's time. I never want to take advantage of anyone. So that's why I mentioned in the comments in the private chat that if any of you have to leave, those that want to keep hanging in there having fun with the viewers, myself, you're welcome to. Those that have to move on for other reasons, you don't have to give a reason. Just say goodnight. But I never want to keep nobody tied down to anything. But it's open for anybody to stay. I'm just like I said tonight, especially tonight. But
Well, I was going to
really
stay
want
for
this-
another question, but I don't know if
There's
there's
a
enough
picture of
time.
Hamilton.
It seems like it's going to take
There's
another 10
Hamilton.
minutes before we get back to the show.
He's a husky corgi yellow lab
How
Samoyed.
cute!
Yeah.
Hold on,
Blue
keep
eyes.
that, keep that like
Okay,
that.
if you're gonna start showing your pets, I'm gonna start showing mine.
There you go.
One eye's half and half, but the other one's all blue.
Female or girl? I'm sorry, I didn't hear that part.
He's a boy.
Boy,
Hamilton,
okay.
like, we call him
Female or girl?
Hambone is his nickname.
Female? Did I say that? I did, huh?
Hamilton, is that a
That-
female?
that kind of went slow in my brain. I'm like, oh shit, that sounds like a moron. But that's me though. So mine's over here asleep, watching me in her sleep. She's a
And
little
it's
mixed,
not after the
mixed
play. I get
chihuahua.
asked that a lot. Like, oh, is that after the play? And it's like, no, it's
All right,
because
I'm
he
outta
and his
here.
brothers and sisters got rescued on 4th of July. So they all got patriotic nicknames or names.
Hold on there, 49 Media. Oh, how cute!
Lab.
What
White lab.
name?
Cyrus.
Cyrus.
Nice.
I like
Cyrus
it.
the virus.
Today's
Cyrus.
National Puppy Day, so
What you got, Mariah? Come on, Mariah. You know you got some pictures on your phone.
Beto, are we going to meet those seagulls you got in the background or what?
Huh?
We going to ever meet those seagulls you got in the background?
Those are
I
the
hear chirping.
Seahawks.
Oh, the
Oh,
seagulls.
those are the Seahawks. Those are the Seahawks.
Oh,
huh?
the chirping. I a couple times I have them on my shoulder.
That would be
let's see here.
great.
Hey,
That would be
oh, my
amazing.
wife's on here. Renee, if you're still in here, can you bring me Can you bring me?
Mariah, that's cute.
Oh, hold on, Mariah. Hold on.
And Melissa, I DM'd you the. I just posted the information for that.
That
show
is
at
cute.
8:30, so you can see it on my
Aw.
timeline. But I also DM'd you, Melissa.
he's
That
got a
is cute.
little Mexican.
How
Taco-
old is he?
Especially for Beto.
That's for taco night.
That one's 4.
Aw.
For Beto.
I have 3.
Is there little races in there? What do you mean for Beto? Say Beto.
I didn't say Beto.
But
Didn't you?
I never say
Yeah.
Beto.
I know. That's why. It's for a while people were saying Beto, and I just started hearing it so much that I'm like, "Hey, welcome to the Beto show." I'm like, my wife's like, "Did you say it right?" Oh, hold on. We're coming out with. Oh,
Joey
Aw.
Alexander.
There's Gemma.
okay.
It looks kind of scary.
Yeah, that dog will fucking tear your head off, dude.
Yeah, I do. I would not want to mess with that dog.
Dude, you should see her when we play the Seahawks. Scary. That's scary, bro. That's the look that she gave me when we lost the NFC Championship game. This. Bro, are you serious?
Good job. She's into football.
She loves it. She's definitely a Niner fan.
Oh, they're green.
So I'm not breaking up anymore. I sound normal
Did
now.
you-
no, now you sound shitty again.
Be
I
quiet.
don't know.
Hey,
I
it's a
think it's
little bit.
Reese.
Be quiet.
to me.
Bashar,
Hold on, let me turn off-
Try shutting down and rebooting your computer and come back.
I think it's
That's
Reese.
what I have
He
to
just
deal
doesn't
with.
like me, dude. Such-
Yeah, I guess it's
Restream
different. When I have it
screws up
happen
a
to
lot
me
of
on
stuff.
StreamYard, it's like my voice speeds up and it gets higher pitched too. It's like, no, click, click.
Bash in the Matrix, Joey says.
I don't know how to turn it off on here. I have my birds on me
Just
right
did a
now.
show yesterday.
John,
Yeah.
I got my birds on me right now, but they're green, and I have the green string.
Oh my god.
They disappear on my shoulders. Both of them are on my shoulders, but you can't see them. Like trying to figure out how to. Does anybody know how to turn off the green screen on?
Yeah, go to the settings icon
Uh huh.
and then go to virtual background.
I went there.
And then I think you just like press the deselect background one.
Deselect. They don't have a deselect. Is there it? Oh, there it is. Okay, hold on, guys.
Oh,
Aw.
Jesus. Look at those guys, bro. Are they trained?
Yeah.
They look
Oh, yeah.
trained.
Yeah.
Look at those
Yeah.
guys.
They
That
disappear
one's
with the
looking
green
at you
screen.
like you're crazy.
what's their names?
Maui, which is this one here, and then this one is Roxy, and with the red and the red is Roxy. But I think they're actually reversed because I think the one that we call Roxy is the male, and the one we call the male is the female. Because the way they act
doesn't make.
Because
They're pretty.
the one that I call male is always trying to nest, and you know, you go right. You trying to nest? Yeah.
Yeah, Maui's looking at us like, you know what? This is weird.
Now
but
the
I
other
kinda
one
like
just
it.
went behind you.
Yeah, that
Roxy
one
was
hides.
just like, you know what?
Roxy's like, I'm
I'm
hiding.
not up for this podcasting shit.
I don't work for free.
Yeah, so those are my those are the ones, and then I have two lovebirds, but these are the ones
Oh,
you
he's
guys hear all the time, yapping away. So
That's great.
here you go. Let me give him back to. Come on.
Roxy came back like, just kidding. I love this.
Now he wants to stay. He wants to stay for the show. Say bye,
Bye,
Maui.
Maui.
Don't you dare poop. You know, and the other one is so obsessed with the other one. That whenever I move the one that I just showed you on the camera, the other one will follow. I mean, it's like a freaking. I'm waiting for my wife to leave. Like my wife just follows me. Oh, there you are.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. I love you, babe. But yeah, those are my babies. They go outside. They'll just be on my shoulder and hang out with me and
They
so
don't fly
forth.
away, bro.
No, they'll fly, but they'll come back to me.
Really?
Let them spread their wings, fly away, and then they'll come back to me.
Oh my god.
Yeah. They're all, they'll take them out for their exercise during the day, and they're just right now. It's been raining, so they're been in. But in the summertime, I just let them just do their thing and have fun. And I'll just sit out there with them. And when it's amazing when I go to the store, like when I go to the pet store, they'll be on my shoulder, and the kids love it. Kids, even adults, but
Take them
kids
to the
were like,
pet store?
yeah. Well, because you can take the animals into Petco. So I'll take my birds with me, and kids, you should see kids, they light up, bro. Oh, and some kids ask their parents to see them. Some kids forget about. I had one kid get lost because I didn't know he was following me, but he started keeping an eye on my birds and left side of his mom. I didn't know until I start hearing crying, and I turn around and he's crying. I'm like, what's wrong? And then you can hear the mom yelling from a couple hours. I'm like, oh crap. Oh
That they
crap.
have a trail of
I don't know
kids
whether to
following.
keep walking away or stay there. You know what I mean? Because it's just me and this little 2-year-old in the aisle, right?
Bethle's like, this is awkward.
Yeah.
Get away from me.
And he's crying, right? So I'm like, oh shit. Tattooed Latino. I'm like, oh man. And the mom's like, oh, he does that. I'm like, well, shame. I didn't tell her that, but I'm like, shame on you letting you go your kid. You know what I mean? You need my
Had to
birds
grab
don't even
the
fly away
birds.
from me.
Yeah.
Your kid
Then
flies away
grabbed the
from me.
bird, shoved him in his pocket, and took off.
Yeah.
We gotta get the hell out
but
of here.
If anything, the birds is what would save me, because they can at least see why the kid followed me. If there was no birds on me, and then they're like, "Oh, this predator," I'm like, "No," you know what I mean? So the birds is what kind of kept the mom a little calm, because they saw my birds, and she could like, "Oh, okay," you follow him, and I didn't. I guess he was looking at the birds, but I was just walking shopping. And my birds would just stay on my shoulders and do their thing, and they'll never fly away. If they get startled, they'll fly off, but then they'll come right back to my shoulders. Bashar, welcome back. How's your sound?
I don't know. How is it?
Sounds better than ever.
Say something.
Something.
Sounds good. No crackle, crackle. Did you
No
reboot?
crackle. Little bit of a delay, but no crackle. But yeah,
I gave it to you, but I noticed you were having some issues a minute ago. So
was I?
You sound good, Bashar.
You sound good, man.
Yeah.
Sound good.
We just did a show yesterday. It was perfectly fun. Must be.
yeah, because it was on
must be the
Restream. That's
platform.
why. It
That's
was
why I
on
asked.
StreamYard yesterday. Yeah.
That's why I asked in the comments, because I do kid around with Bashar a little bit, so I didn't want him to kind of think that I was kidding around. So that's why I asked. Is it just me, or because I do kid around sometimes too much, and I don't want him to think, is this guy dicking with me
Your
again?
name should be Kiddo instead of Beta.
Kitto. But yeah, man. 2023, man. I'm excited about this offseason so far. We have some great addition. We have some great losses. How many? I know that the comp pick for Jimmy Garoppolo cancels a lot because we got Hargrave. But the one for McClinchy is looking like, what, a third round comp for him?
Yeah.
And then the rest of the guys will probably be, what, a 4 or 6? I mean, a 5 and a 6?
Yeah, for Ebicom and Omenahu and Jimmy Ward. I think Ebicom and Omenahu are 5th.
And then Jordan Willis probably a 6th, maybe?
No, he'd probably be a 7.
And Ted,
What
weren't
about
you
Mosley?
saying that?
Did we get anything from Mosley?
Oh, Mosley probably a 5th?
I thought it was, I thought it was based on contracts, what the contracts they get, right?
I think it's based on what contracts they get and then what the Niners also do, like in just free agents.
Well, how much we pay for free agents as well. Yeah.
All right. So is it based off of like what? Like, so Jimmy needed to make 25 plus, right, to get a third rounder for him?
16.
Over 16, which is what McClinchy got.
That's why McClinchy got it with 17.5.
Yeah, see, I knew that JV that I had heard. Remember we were talking about that? I had heard that he was supposed to give us a third, but we lost that, right, because of Hargrave.
Yeah, Jimmy's gets canceled because of Hargrave.
Makes sense.
Does it make sense? Because it really doesn't make sense.
I think it does.
I think Lombardi had a tweet. I think I bookmarked it. Let me see.
Who?
David Lombardi.
I was just kidding.
I don't remember what content I was watching when I heard that it seemed like the word on the street was that Jim needed to get at least 25 mil for us to get a third, but because he got 22, what did it come out to? Like 22, Ted?
Yeah, to about 22 and a half.
Then we missed it by that much, but I really didn't understand the verbiage of the entire thing. So if it's over 16, then the value of the pick is a third rounder. Is that what you're saying?
And it gets erased because Hargrave is 21, so it basically counteracts the 22. Because we acquired Hargrave. Yeah. So.
Correct.
If you acquired a quarterback, I'd be like, oh, okay. But I mean, I get it. It's the money that you're.
It's the money, not the position.
It doesn't have to do with the position.
It's not the position.
No.
It's the amount of money. Now, what bracket would be a second round? A pay rate or salary?
I think it's like.
Is that the 25?
No, I don't know. Somebody should look that up because I don't want to guess and give people bad information.
No, I appreciate that, Ted. Yeah, I don't. Yeah.
I honestly don't remember ever seeing a comp pick being a 2.
No, they don't. Third's the highest. So
third's the highest.
Third and later is the comp picks.
So the highest. So it is 16 then. Anything over 16 will reward you.
Here we go. I got it. It was Danny G that posted this. Estimates are Jimmy Garoppolo, John Hargrave canceled. McGlinchey 3, Ebicom 5. Omenahu would have been a 6, but Darnold cancels him. Jimmy Ward a 6, Emmanuel Mosley a 6, Alshire a 6, Brunskill a 7th, Ridgeway a 7th. So none for Willis. Maybe this was before Willis though. So I bet Willis could be a 7th. Yeah. I don't even. Does anybody know the details on Willis's deal yet? I haven't seen him.
Let me look.
What do you go with the Raiders, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
You're cracking.
Did you mention Mosley in there or no?
Yeah, 6th.
Yeah, Mosley got canceled out by Sam Darnold.
No, Menahu did.
Or Menahu. Okay.
Menahu to the Chiefs.
Out of Samson and
then Carthon warrants us one, right?
Third round, and then also D'Amico Ryans
gives us 2.
Yeah, the original one for Menahu and Robert Saleh have ended this year.
Yeah.
And then now we're picking up and D'Amico.
Yeah, and then we'll probably get one if we end up losing, Wilkes.
We'll probably get 2 if he becomes a head coach.
You're looking way too far ahead with that one.
Yeah.
I just don't want
every couple of years.
Well, how old is Wilkes? Because I'm really tired of this revolving door at every coaching.
He's He's early 50s. He's about 20 years younger than Fangio, who's 70-ish.
Okay.
Ted with the
He's
technical
52,
responses.
56. I think he's around my age. Actually.
53.
53.
I think if he does
Somebody
move on,
Google.
he'll move on for a head coach, obviously. But I don't think he'll do what he did with the Carolina. While Carolina he was the interim, that's why he moved. But I think as long as he gets offered the same position, I think he'll stay with the Niners in this defense once he gets the feel of Hargrave and Bosa and the gang. But if the NFL comes knocking on his door for a head coach, you can't. As much as we hate that revolving door, you can't hate for the individual. That's all they want to do is become head
naturally.
coaches.
I mean, hey, listen, I'm always going to be pro player, pro coach. I want you always. If your residency is in the Niners building and you move on to, a head coaching position, I love that. I do. But I also kind of want, people to stick around and make a home here, and there's always a selfish side, guys. I have no problem ever admitting mine.
Good night.
Tell me what you really think.
Good night.
Humans are
Good night.
naturally selfish. I mean, you have to fight it every day. I do anyway. I'll speak for myself.
No, but you're not
I
you're
just-
not far off, Ted. Not everyone, but for the most part, somebody, whether sometimes we want to admit it or not, we can be selfish.
I admitted it on my
Sometimes
show
more than
the other day
others.
when I was promoting Mariah and Steph Sanchez. I was like, "Hey, and it doesn't conflict with any of my shows, so I'm happy to tell you all about it."
It's funny. As funny as that sound, though, Ted, isn't it sound better when you're honest and just say straight up than saying something in front of us and then backstabbing anybody in the back? I'd rather
Hell
just
yeah.
straight up saying in the front, "Hey,
I'm too stupid to remember a bunch of lies, honestly.
there you go. I like that. I like that."
Yeah.
I'm like,
And I just
I've
feel like
always
if you're
been respected
lying-
for it.
Yeah, it's
I
just like
respect
feel like if you're-
everybody else for it.
"Yep."
The truth always comes out, and the more time you spend trying to obscure it or hide it is just time you could have spent dealing with it and moving on. And if it's a mistake, learning not to do it again, right?
Well, perfect
so-
example, Ted, is the other day, or was it Tuesday when we went on our show with Mariah and Ryan, 49ers and Friends. Prior to the show starting, I was being trying to be a funny guy in our private chat, and I said in there, "Did you guys hear Eddie DeBartolo bought the Commanders?" And I meant it as a joke, right? I meant it as a joke, and I was going to right away say, "I'm just kidding." But then my wife asked me a question, and
You
I
got
tended to
distracted.
that, and I kind of got away from it. Started the show, and Ryan's like, "Hey, I heard." I'm like, "Oh crap!
Oh no!
Oh crap! Yeah, it wasn't meant to stay on there." And my wife's like, "See, even playing around will get you." I'm like, "Yeah, I know." So you're right. You're right there, Ted. The truth, just being truthful, man. There's no way you can ever get caught by telling the truth. Some people may not like it, but I always rather have the truth, as bad as it may sound, than having somebody sit there and give me a cheesy smile and then stab me in the back, and later on I hear from someone else something different. You know what I mean? I'd rather you tell me straight.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I think
honest.
relationships, if people are like that, they'll
like
end up being together longer.
Or just don't answer at all. Like, some people I reach out to do shows, they just ghost me. At least they're not like, "Oh yeah, I'll be there and let's give me
And
your
then don't show
times."
up.
And then they never respond to that. That's
Yeah.
worse to me. I know they just don't respond at all. That's fine, whatever. So,
Yeah, see, that's a way of lying. Yeah, because they just want to put you off for the moment. And it's like, what's hard with saying no? I mean, what's wrong? No, I can't do it.
Yeah.
You
I
can
don't
respect
care
it for
about
that. Yeah. Then say, "Hey, bro, I'll be on your show. No worries." And then you're all texting me, "Where are you?" You know what I mean? I had those. And then
Yeah.
I have to do the show by myself because I'm not going to cancel it. And then I'm sitting there like a moron for a few minutes, apologizing for that idiot that didn't show up. You know what I mean? So
most
I'm
people
like,
in the community are super cool. I mean, look at everybody on this group has all been on my show. Everybody's been so helpful to me. And so I'm trying to help people out too that are starting out, to be helpful to them, to kind of pay it back, pay it forward, whatever.
and that's the way it should be, right? It should be no matter how good or how famous you get in this industry of content creating, you should never forget where you come from. I mean, And I'm not being judgmental to anyone at all. I'm just saying, speaking from myself, that like personally, I do this, and everybody. I was just talking to Brandon earlier about this before the show. Everyone starts the reason why they do this, right? Everybody has their reason and their background on it. But one thing we can all agree is it should be a way of kind of forgetting the real life issues and troubles, and kind of just like a hobby, whether you make money on this or not, but it should be something fun that you're doing because you enjoy your team, you enjoy collaborating with other people. The minute that you become stressful, the minute that things bother you, then it's like, where's the fun that you first started off with? And if you're bringing the outside into the show, then what are you really escaping from? In my opinion, you know what I mean? And so, like, if I see people succeed, I'm truly happy for them. You know what I mean? And it's not that I'm not working hard, or it's not that I'm not that popular. It's just people, they like who they like, and that's just it. But you should never be chasing someone else's viewer count where you're neglecting the ones you do have, because it's not fair to them. You know what I mean? So if you have 5 that show up faithfully, but you don't have the 30, well, hey, be grateful that those 5 like you and they watch you, and give them, appreciate them that they're there. This is just, again, I'm speaking just for myself, for no one else. And as long as I've done shows by myself and my viewers for 2 hours, just talking back and forth with them. Sometimes it's 10, 30, sometimes it's just 2. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure me and Mariah were hanging out at a coffee shop, and then Ted showed up, and then all you guys left. Or if it was just me and Mariah, or me and Ted, we'll sit there by ourselves, talk to one-on-one. I'm not gonna just walk away. Oh, well, everybody else left, I don't want to just talk to you. I mean, you know what I mean? So I look at it the same way with the viewers. You talk to them as they come in and acknowledge them, and you do it for the fun of it. But that's the reason why I do it. But I know it can get stressful. I'm able to get, like, I can get money through the super chats and stuff, but I turned it off. And this is me. Everybody's situation financial. I don't need financial. I'm in a good place, so I don't need the extra stuff. So to me, because I found myself, once I was doing the super chats, I was like, man, I didn't get a super chat today, or I didn't get enough, and I'm like, I had to have a conversation with myself, like, why are you doing this? Are you doing it for the super chats now, or are you doing it because you love to do it? I'm like, you know what? Turning off the super chats for myself. You know what I mean? And now I go on and just talk, and it's funny because I can go live unannounced, and in a matter of minutes, I'll have like 15, 20 people. Not a lot, but they're consistent. And for me, that's good enough, man. I enjoy it. By the end of this show, I'm relaxed, I'm mellowed out, I'm having fun, we're laughing. And I can guarantee you that my problems that I left behind prior to the show starting will be there when I get off. But during that time to now, I haven't even thought of them. And that's the way it should be. And so I'm with you, Ted. I don't know if you guys want to elaborate on that. What do you guys think about content crew? Well, let me ask this question. I'll start with John. What was your reason of getting into this?
To take the conversations that I have with 2 of my best buddies, and just put them on the internet for you guys to see and join in. We yell at each other and scream at each other over the phone and group chats, FaceTimes, in person, at a restaurant, at a wedding, wherever we are. We're talking sports, and people are always like, you guys are kind of entertaining to watch. You guys should just go on YouTube and do this exact same thing. Change nothing, just record it. So that's why we did it. But I mean, I don't do it for any validation, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't need this to compete with anybody. I just enjoy spending time on the Tony. My friend Tony lives in Columbus, and so we don't get to see him all that often. So when we talk on the camera, it's kind of like hanging out, just having a beer. You know what I mean? I pour myself a glass of whiskey, and I argue with a Cleveland Browns fan, and I have a blast doing it. So at the end of the day, I get to talk my Niners, and I have a great chat that are Niner fans that come in and support the channel. And I met a lot of people along the way. Do I want to talk X's and O's? I don't. There are plenty of people for that. Go get your X's and O's from anybody else that you feel like, you know? But if you want to talk about how I feel and how I see things and in my opinion, then that's why I do it, you know? But I'm not out here to compete with anybody because it's just not for me. I've got my day job. Like, I've got things I have to do, you know? I have a family. I just enjoy talking Niner football with my friends and the people that I've met along the way in group chats, on YouTube channels in their chats, like Mariah, you know, like this is what it's all about. Just connecting with you guys and shooting the shit, you know. I don't have a favorite, you know what I mean? Like, I got the people that I enjoy talking to the most. And most of the time are the people that I'm joined with. Bashar, Mariah, Niner Media. We've done this before. Ted and I have talked off camera before we even got on a camera. Beto, I met you through people that I respect and I enjoy conversating with. That's how I think it should be, right? Like for the people that are bringing it in, racking it in, God bless you. You know what I mean? If you quit your job to content create, good for you. I'm happy for you. You know what I mean? It's fantastic. But if you find yourself trying to chase those goals, then I don't know what to tell you. That you know, do this for you. You know, do this for you, and people will eventually follow. You know, find a game plan, stick to it. There's been growth in every channel on this screen right now. Mariah and TL's channel has grown, but they're putting in the time. Mariah's putting in the time. She's grinding 4 or 5 days a week on that channel, you know, and God damn it, I'm going to support her every goddamn way I can because that's what I've wanted for her. I've wanted to see her grow, you know, and I know what it feels like to put in the effort and to only see a few people in there with you, you know, but you know what? It's like you said, Beto, if those people are there to listen, then do it for those people. You know what I mean? Because those people go out onto their social medias and they share it. And over time, people are going to be like, look, what are these people about? Let me go check this show out. You know what I mean? Like, what are you giving away? Let me see what you're giving away, you know? And then you start to build a following, you know? You don't catch a fish without a worm, damn it. So your giveaways are your niche. That's what you do. So I respect it. I enjoy it. I do it for myself, Beto. I do it for me. First and foremost, I do it for me. If you find me and my friends funny, you'll come back on Tuesdays. If you don't, well, you could talk 32 teams anywhere else on YouTube.
Exactly.
What do you want me to do for you? Do you want me to do some cartwheels?
Yeah. What do you want from me, bro? You want me to do cartwheels?
No, it's a reference because one time John V was on my channel and somebody was in the chat and he was being stupid talking shit about John V and saying he wanted a different co-host on there or whatever, and John V just lost it. Hey, what am I doing, huh? What do you want me to do, huh? You want me to do cartwheels for you?
Are you not entertained? What do you want from me, bro?
You can't do, you know, it's you hell if you do, hell if you don't. You know, you can't just always get everybody to like you.
You please everybody. You can never please.
Exactly. You're not going to get everybody to like you. You got to do it for the fun of it, for the enjoyment of it. You know, listen, you love your Niners. You have your perspective, your thought base of the Niners, what you feel about the Niners, and you bring it into the content world. You created a content channel. I tell people all the time, instead of criticizing other people and how they do it, go and build a channel and express your feelings in that channel. You'll find it more rewarding than going into people's channels and this or just or troll. You know, it's like, why troll people? It's like, start your channel, have fun, and share your thoughts. A lot of people won't agree with me, and that's fine. But these are my point of view. Whether they're valid or not, it doesn't matter. It matters to me where this is how I think. And you know what I mean? Those that agree with me. Those that don't. But I always tell my viewers, listen, you can disagree with me. I don't want you to always agree with me because it's my channel. You're trying to be polite. As long as you're not disrespectful to the channel or to the viewers, you can disagree with me every single night. As long as you do it in a proper way, you're welcome to be here. You're not going to be banned, or you're going to get your opportunity to speak, even if you disagree. Even if I say, well, like me, I love Steve Young better than Joe Montana. But that's my preference. Now, some people think right away when they throw in, well, do you think Steve Young was better? I didn't ever say he was better. I said I like Steve Young better watching Steve Young, but then Joe Montana. I just thought Steve Young was more creative. There you go. See, he was more creative. He was more fun to watch. Did I say he was better? I think he is, but that's me. But I'm
better
not
personality for sure.
Yeah, exactly. And people take these out of context, right?
No,
People
I
think
don't
that
know
it's
about that, Ted.
You know what I mean? Like
Steve Young's way
Owens.
cooler, Montana.
A lot of people don't like
Yeah,
the way
way
Owens
cooler.
behaved on the field, but I thought it was humorous when he got the Sharpie and he did his thing. So
Have you
people
ever
don't
seen
like
that clip
that.
of Steve Young where he
When
I
he
think
was
it's him
falling
and-
to the end zone?
No, I think it's him and T.O. And Steve Young had scored a touchdown. And T.O. and Steve Young are together. Steve Young's doing this dance. He's going,
Oh, yeah. He's doing it. He's doing the T.O.
that's
dance.
hilarious. That was so. That was
And those are
comedy,
fun
man.
things to watch. You know what I mean? I love when they do their thing in the end zone, but everybody has a reason. I'm pretty sure Mariah let us know quickly on what was your reason why you started. I'm pretty sure sometimes it's just to vent.
Mariah.
But
Yeah,
what were
I
your
mean,
reasons?
pretty much just because as it was, like, I just talked football to my wife, who doesn't have a clue what I'm talking about. She doesn't give a shit what I'm talking about. So I would find myself basically just talking to the wall because she's just off, you know, you know. So, I mean, and I live in Vegas. It's not like we have 49ers fans everywhere that I can just talk 49ers football with.
There you go.
So yeah, I found friends, you know, on other YouTube channels and people I liked talking 49ers football with, people I liked talking to in general. So, I mean, this was the way that I got to talk football, talk 49ers, you know, talk to the people. Like, it's not like, you know, I'm married, I have kids, not like I have homies I'm out kicking it with. Like, you guys are my friends, you know, like this is my get out time. This is my time away from my family is this. So, I mean, you guys are what I got.
Real quick, Ted
I'm honored.
has to leave. Ted, thank you for joining us, brother. We appreciate your time here.
Thanks for having me.
We'll see you when you're able to be on here again.
Yeah,
Until
no, I
then,
was just gonna say the same things as you were saying, like about, you know, asking people not to be polite. Tell us what you think. I don't want to spread bad info. Just be respectful about it. It helps sometimes to have dissenting opinions. If everybody agrees all the time, it's just an echo chamber and it's boring anyway. So people change the channel. So a little bit of spice is good. And for me, the reason why I do it is the same reason, like on the Twitter timeline. I want to learn, I want to teach, and have some fun doing it. You know, so if it makes some money, great. If not, then the first things are the most important.
exactly, brother. But once again, thank you for coming on, bro. We appreciate you, man. And we got to definitely go on your show and have you come on mine. The 4 o'clock is more of an area that I can actually work with. But those 11 o'clocks, especially 8 o'clock, bro.
Just
no
set an
way.
alarm clock, Beto.
Yeah. Well, I wake up
Beto
at 3.
live at 4:20.
Yeah. When you say like 11 or like, can you come at 11 or 8? I'm like, I'm going to bed about 7:30.
The trick is just to book it a little ways out. Like I'll start booking up next week pretty soon. But like if you do it a week, you know, at the beginning of the week out, then you know it's pretty empty. So
Got you, brother. But we'll definitely hook up, bro, and we'll do something. It'll be an honor to be on your show, brother.
sounds good, Beto.
But I seen your
appreciate it.
guest,
Thanks,
bro.
everybody.
You did an amazing job.
See
Good
you,
night,
Ted.
Yeah, I
sir.
guess that's true. When I said everybody's been on, I guess everybody but Beto. So yeah, the ball's in your court, buddy.
You got it, bro.
He has great
Thanks
guests.
everyone. Thanks to everyone from the
I'll
audience.
see you, man.
And,
Good night.
Good night.
See you,
everybody.
Ted. Good
Technical
night.
Ted.
Later,
Peace
Ted.
out.
Take care.
Yeah, that's it for how do I
I'll do it for you, Ted.
There's
But
Control,
just
delete.
to finish off on Mariah, you're correct. My wife knows a little bit of football. She understands, but
Yeah.
not to the level that I understand the X's and O's. And you know, like she always, you know, when the referees, when there's a penalty and I know what the penalty is before the referees actually say it, my wife gets amused by that. She's like, "How did you know?" And to her, it's like, "How?" But when you know football, it's easy, right? It's like
It's not rocket science. Yeah.
it's not. But when you're not watching football, it's kind of like.
Yeah.
So I kind of been teaching her, but she doesn't really get involved too much. You know what I mean? So talking to you guys is amazing. And then when I see young people like 49er Media that is going to school and getting his degrees and loves football, when he comes in here and shares his endpoint and just building friendships, man, me and Bashar, my goodness, when I met Bashar on the internet, and keep in mind, we haven't met in person. We've known each other for what, 4 years now? 3 years?
Actually, this year is 5 years.
5 years. Oh my goodness. Yeah. And we met and listen, I came on by the first content creator ever in football was Rumble Sports.
Mhm.
I think that falls to a lot of people, right? I didn't know any better. That was a big one. But on Facebook, I met Bashar and some other people, and they had this private chat. And basically what we're doing now live, we did it just amongst each other in a private chat, and we'll spend hours. I mean, we'll start like 10 o'clock at night or 11, and we went up 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning and, talking
It
away,
was
getting to know each other.
addictive.
It was addictive.
It was
Just
spaces
getting to
before
know each other.
spaces.
It was. I got pictures. I won't show it against Bashar's wishes, but I got a picture with Bashar with the clown nose, me with the clown nose, and just having fun. Remember those, Bashar?
Yeah, we were playing with the filters on the phone.
Yeah, the filters, and just having fun, getting to know it. And I think that's the way it should be.
Mhm.
Because see, I escaped from whatever I was dealing with, my pain, my issues. The time that I was talking to Bashar and everyone, and that's what I believe that having a channel is what you need to do. And okay, no worries there for Nina Media, but that's the way it should be. Bashar, what's your thoughts on your thoughts on this whole content creator? What was your reason why you got started doing this?
Well, I actually had a YouTube channel way back in 2009, actually, Crabtree's rookie year, and Trash Talking Circle, and that was the only there weren't podcasters on YouTube back then. It was basically the NFL Trash Talk Circle where everybody repped their team hard and talked shit to other fan bases, basically the Dallas Cowboys and whoever else was out there. So I was a part of that, but it got really bad though. There was just way too much doxing going on, way too much backstabbing going on. Well, it wasn't a unified community. It was fun in the very, very beginning, but that started to suck really bad. So I got out of it, but I met a couple of really, really cool people, and those people know who they are, and I shout them out whenever they hop in my chat. And so I did that, but I only did that for a year, and literally I never told myself that I'd be back on YouTube. Even though deep inside it was a passion, but no, I was just like I didn't have the urge to do it. Now for some reason I did buy a podcast microphone. It was the Yeti, a USB mic, way back in 2014. I just bought one. I was like, maybe I'll use this one day. Maybe I'll do a audio podcast. But I never got around to doing the audio podcast. Then Rambo's show came around, and he had interviewed me twice on his channel, and did 2 full shows with me on there. And then a few times I call in here and there too. Sure, in 2017, 2018, was participating on Rambo a lot. But then I kind of wore out my welcome with the Rambo show, just for the simple fact that there was this particular rule that he has where people from the West Coast with a West Coast time zone, regardless if it's first come first serve, he's going to put on the East Coast callers on first before the West Coast callers on. So I'd literally call in and I'd have to wait 90 minutes to get on the show, or I'd have to wait two hours to get on the show. Or there were multiple times where the call, I'd be waiting for 2 hours and 90 minutes, and then the call would just drop, and I'd just be pissed. And I just got sick of waiting around to call and participate on the show. And I was like, I don't know. I was thinking to myself, like, I don't know, why not just start a podcast of your own? And I didn't think I was actually going to do it though. And then I just remember, who was it? Well, Beast Rider, he was doing 49er streams for the longest time and became a Raider Raider guy. But anyways, when he was still doing Niner stuff, he had a little call-in show, and I called in a few times, and he was just telling me, no, never sell yourself short. You should. He was just kind of hyping me up and DMing me and telling me, yeah, you should do this, and you should make a channel. And I was like, wow, why is this guy telling me all this? Okay, maybe I should. Maybe he's right, So I said, screw it, and let me buy a brand new microphone. And I tried multiple. It was a whole lot of trial and error to get the camera the way I have it now, and get this microphone. I went through so many other camera options, so many lighting options. But at the end of the day, regardless of what camera you have and what setup you have, the whole thing is, if you're not going to come on here to have fun, then don't do it. Don't bother, because if you're going to listen to all the outside noise and pay way too much attention to what all these other people are doing. Trust me, it's gonna suck the life out of you, and it's not gonna be fun. But the great thing is that now I'm not like Beto. I haven't gotten to the point where I'm not saying I can't, because I probably can. I just haven't done it yet. I don't do my shows where I'm by myself, where I'm solo. I'd love to have the ability to do that. I probably do. I just haven't tried it yet. But I do. Well, for me, it's all about the conversation. I feed off of people, So like John V, for example, had him on before. Had Mariah on, had Beto. Didn't have me on, but he's welcome to come on. And it's just all about the conversation and feeding back off each other, and it's just a lot of fun, man. And the moment I'm done with the show, it's like, this natural high just kind of kicks in. Like, oh wow, that was so fun, or wow, that felt so good. And I think that's the best feeling you can get from doing this podcast and talking about the team that you love. And and every now and then we go off topic. It's fine to go off topic, because if you're off topic, it shows who you are, shows your personality, and you don't sound like everybody else. Sure, everybody else can read off a stat line. Everybody else can say, hey, yeah, the 49ers just signed this player, yada, 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 for a 4-year contract. But maybe somebody likes watching you because there are moments that you go off topic and they find that funny, or they find those things relatable. So again, be yourself in front of the camera and have fun with it.
Yeah. And one of the great points there, Charlie, one of the hardest things you do in a show by yourself that I find out a lot of people is really getting comfortable with the camera. It's like when people have a guest and they talk to a guest, even though it's through the camera, but they're looking at the screen and they're looking at the way that people are moving and talking. So you're kind of basically talking to that individual. When you're talking just to viewers and you're reading comments, you're constantly just looking at a lens. So you're trying to have a dialogue with a lens that is not really talking back to you. And if you can get past that, my uncle used to say that I can talk the ears off a wooden Indian. So I was just born to talk, man. And so I can talk to the camera and just get it just as animated as if I would be talking to one of you in person. You know what I mean? And ideas pop into my head. So I've done 2.5-hour shows, and anybody can do it. I know you can do it. I told you in the past, Bashar. But if you want and you like having guests, then if that's your niche, don't try to be something you're not comfortable with or you're not. Follow your niche. If your niche is bringing in great guests and conversating with guests and doing that, then do that. Don't try to do what other people are doing, whether you think you can or cannot do it. And I'm not just referencing this to you, but I'm talking about in general. I know my limitations. I know my strong and not so strong qualities. So I'm not going to focus on what other people are doing. I'm just going to focus on what I can do and the fun that I have, and find ways to keep things fun in my channel. People don't realize sometimes people waste so much energy trying to compete with others that they're miserable to themselves, and people can see it. You know what I mean? People can sense that, man. Imagine if I did my show and all I did was complain. That's all I did. John V. See, he didn't like my complaining. He almost fell off his chair.
I thought he was pretending.
Yeah. If I complain all the time,
I like to rock.
Yeah, I don't do that, bro. I'm a big boy. One rock and I'm going down. So I'm keeping this chair steady. But unless I'm sitting in a car jack. But besides that, but you know what I mean? I like to have fun, joke around. I don't take nothing too serious. I don't wear my heart in my sleeve. You know what I mean? I remember when I was always people try to cap on me. I used to cap on myself first and then put myself down. And they're like, crap, he can cap on himself better than we can. And they have nothing, but it's all about having fun and enjoying yourself and not taking things seriously and doing what you do best. Mariah, she has her giveaways. And I think John alluded to this earlier, that Mariah does her giveaway. She does her card. She even got me doing the number thing. See, I learned that from her. I used to do it differently, and I like that idea, so I do it. And you learn things from other creators if you pay attention. And her and TL have great shows. They had a great show earlier today. I think you guys went for 2 hours today. See, and when you're having fun,
I missed it. I was really busy today, so.
Oh, her show.
When we do mocks, I mean, it's going to take time.
Yeah.
Because you're not going to do the mock on your show if you're not going to involve your chat, right? I mean, what's the point? So you give everybody an opportunity to put in their choice, right? And then you collect the number of names that you see and you make a fair decision. And they did a great job today. But unfortunately, it takes like 2 hours to do it. And for those of us that enjoy it, you're going to stick around because, I mean, why not? You know what I mean? You're going to do it anyway. Any free time you get, you're going to sit there and draft. You might as well enjoy it with the people that you hang out with in the chat, you know, and that's what makes it worth it for TL and Mariah to do it. And I look forward to doing it again, right? Like they wanted to do 2. But I mean, 2 is tough to do unless you start your show with a mock and you end your show with a mock, right? So I thought they did a great job today, and I would have stuck around for another one, you know, and that's just it. Like you find the company that you enjoy, where you aren't going to be judged for the things that you say and the picks that you want. You know, I can hang out in any chat on any platform and have no problem doing it. But the one thing I don't do is I'm never aspiring to be those people. I don't want that many headaches. I don't want 350 people in my chat talking shit, you know, offending others, you know. Would it be great? Maybe, or maybe not. You know, maybe it's not all that it's cracked out to be. You know what I'm saying?
The grass is not always green on the other side of the fence, right?
Well, sure. I mean, you can, you know, in theory, you could say that about anything in life, right? But when you come to YouTube to hang out with people, I enjoy your company genuinely, right? But I can't just come and meet you out somewhere, Beto. So if it's going to be on screen, then it's going to be on screen, right?
Exactly.
Same for media. Same for Bash. I always tell Bash, bro, if we lived in the same town, if we were neighbors, me and Bash, we'd be inseparable. I'd be driving this dude fucking bananas, you know, because he likes to make pizza, and I love to fucking eat pizza.
So you just want to use me to eat my pizza?
Hey, bro, no. John, don't trip. I'm only like 20 minutes away from Bash, but he don't want me over because I'll eat all his pizza. 20 minutes,
come on, dude.
What is it, about 30?
It's more, man. I looked at it. Maybe like an hour and a half, I think.
No.
Let me look it up.
Well, I don't know. Are you past Sacramento?
Now. I'm past Sacramento.
Okay, maybe then.
Well, I know exactly where I know what city you live in, so I'll pull it up. Literally, it said, well, right here it says an hour and 29 minutes. Anyway,
okay. Well, Sacramento's an hour, so if you're past Sacramento,
I'm 30 minutes north. I'm 30 minutes north of Sac.
I'm pretty sure John's further than an hour and a half.
If you've ever seen Thunder Valley Casino, I'm the exit right before Thunder Valley.
I'm far away.
See, an hour and a half is not that far.
It still makes it fun to be able to come on here and kick it with these
absolutely
people, because I live in a town where it's all Browns fans or Steeler fans.
Oh wow!
It's all Cleveland or Pittsburgh because they're the state line is so close to where I live that it's just a mix of Browns fans and Steeler fans. And then when I'm a Niner fan, they look at me like I'm a Martian.
What about Youngstown, Ohio?
Why do you? Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. You know, there's history here for the Niners. I mean,
who's worse, bro? Steelers or Browns fans, in your opinion? Not to cut you off, and I apologize.
The Browns fans, because I mean, Pittsburgh fans have 6 championships to talk about. You know what I'm saying?
That's a good point.
They got history.
That's a good point.
Their history is ridiculous, and they've had like 6 coaches or 5 coaches to show for it, right?
Yeah,
like that's insane. Whereas Cleveland's had 97 coaches and 64 quarterbacks, and the only thing I can say about Cleveland fans is they're loyal. They're loyal to a franchise that doesn't give a lick, and you know,
Nick,
they celebrate every win like it's.
Do you remember that parade they had for when they were 0-16? They had a parade. They had a parade.
They had a parade.
Yeah,
they had a parade for the 0-16.
What would you invested all of that time in your team, and they went 0-16. The least that they can offer you is a parade.
And you know, it sounds funny, but it's for the team. That is support. You're absolutely right. That is loyalty.
The players were grateful for that. The players were grateful.
So the organization held the parade.
No.
I thought the fans.
No, the fans just had their own.
Okay.
But
okay. Got it.
players are just like,
No, the organization wouldn't dare do that. They won't celebrate an 16. Can you imagine?
They're not gonna be doing that. Yeah.
Can you imagine what they'll be sending out to the NFL? We're happy at 16, but the fan base is showing appreciation. But I'm sorry, back to your point.
No. The point is that they don't do the problem with Pittsburgh is, they're good enough to where they keep their players around, and so they retire Steelers, and and they don't change. The coaching change in Pittsburgh has been pretty remarkable if you think about it. It's pretty insane. All that history with what, 10 coaches, maybe.
Yeah.
Going back, way back. I mean, it's crazy, bro. So yeah, over here, it's probably definitely harder to tolerate a Browns fan, because every year it's good. They're going to the Super Bowl, and then you just look at them like, come on.
So you do have to appreciate the Browns fans more than the Steelers, because the Steelers, I can see why they support, because they have 6 Lombardis. But if you're a Browns fan, you know that's loyalty there.
Yeah, and they hate each other. So you're stuck in the crossfire between 2 division rivals that absolutely despise one another.
Is that worse than the Niners and Raiders fans?
I mean, for me, it's worse because I've experienced it my whole life. Okay. As a 49er fan, I've never been on the West Coast and got to witness the hatred for the Battle of the Bay. You know what I'm saying? Like I've never gotten to be a part of that. So over here on the East Coast, this is what I know: the hatred of the Browns and Steelers.
So let me ask you something real quick, John. Have you ever heard of any stabbings in a preseason game between the Browns and the Steelers?
Yeah, no. But you want to talk about vandalizing things and, burning cars, and, you go outside and your car is literally a ball of fire. No, wow. I don't think anybody's died over it, but I mean, you're talking about property damage, homes, you got to remember, there's a great chance that a Browns fan and a Steelers fan coexist on the same block. And if that happens and they are diehard and they're violent, or they woke up that day and chose violence, bro, you never know. You never know what you'll come home to.
Hey guys, I got to get going. But it's been great. It's been real. It's been awesome talking to all you guys, and we'll do it again.
Yeah. I'm gonna
Peace out, homie.
See you,
later, brother. Yeah. So the whole thing of what we're doing today, and I'm going to give 49 Media an opportunity, and you can always just jump in there, brother, with any thought you have. It doesn't even have to be related to what we're talking about, but I like this. This is just talking football, keeping in mind that it's a football chat, but just talking amongst ourselves, paying attention to the viewers, and the viewers are talking amongst each other in the chat, and just getting to know each other better. And this is the way, to me, it's the way it should be, why it was intended to. Like when I do, when me and Mariah did the thing with Ryan, we pick on Ryan a little bit and we have fun with it. And no disrespect to Ryan. And people that don't know Ryan and Mariah's relationship can feel that, man, you're being too harsh on someone. But that's why I tell people never judge anybody, because you don't know their relationship. You know what I mean? To me personally, the more Mariah goes off on me, the more I know she'll care. And that's not a bad thing. It's just an honest thing. You know what I mean? Because that means she feels comfortable when she puts me in that friendship category, that she's comfortable. But I can't sit there and be a pussy either. And, I got offended. Did you and Mariah? If Mariah says, man, shut up and eat a burger. All that tells me that I'm talking a lot, because I eat burgers all the time, right? So
shut up and eat a burger.
To me, it's just shut up. But see, I can clown myself. I'm telling you, nothing really offends me, because it's like, it's all in fun. People got to, stop being so offensive. Like, you can't say nothing like, if you correct somebody, if you tell somebody something, they get offended. And what did you mean? Or they read too much into it. If she tells me to go shut up and eat a burger, why do I have to feed into that? Why can't I just laugh for what it is? You know what I mean? Why am I going to get, what did you mean? Well, if I'm stupid enough to ask Mariah, it's only worse, going to get worse. So why am I going to ask that question? She's like, well, have you seen yourself? You know what I mean? So you got to have fun. Enjoy, not necessarily capping on people. You only do that to close friends. That's what I said. The more she caps on me, the more closer I've gotten with her, and I enjoy that with anyone. But at everybody's different level. Some people I can get closer and not get to that level of capping to. Some people can't take it, so I just out of respect. Some other people I know that I can have fun with, and go dark and not know that we're not going to get butthurt or offended. Like with John, I'm meeting John, and now with 49er Media, I've gotten to know a little bit, not really a lot, but I understand. We're really at two ages. I think I'm old enough to be your dad. So I'm making myself be that old. I mean, how old is your dad? 49er Mariah. 49er Mariah. I'm tired. 49er Media.
My dad's like 55.
Dang. Okay, he has me one by 2 years. But see, close enough.
Yeah.
See, I could have put you right out too. You know what I mean?
I could have shut you out, buddy. Yeah. This is where we're at, buddy.
Yep.
We're having a friendship right now. I'm getting to know you. I just want you to know that I'm just a few years younger than Dad, but I could have shot you out, bro. So
yeah. I could have met your mom. You know what I mean. But hey, man. But see, you're awesome, dude, man. You're going to college. You're doing your thing. You come in here and you share how you feel, and what I love about you, man. For being young, you're not shy to jump in there and express how you feel, and that's the way it should be, man. So, I always appreciate you coming on here and doing your thing, man. And I just gotta once you get a job, a good paying job, bro, do me a favor. You gotta buy better lighting. Or it's not your lighting, it's your green screen. You don't have green screen, huh? You use that.
Yeah, I just used a virtual whatever.
That's right. Okay. So it's not your lighting. Because some people have like green screen, but they have bad lighting, and they're all twitchy, and it's like, man, bro, it's like I feel like doing drugs watching people like that. Twitch.
Do me a favor. Now that I've shot you out, get a lamp.
Yeah, get a lamp, bro. Take your grandma's lamp when she's not reading.
Oh shit.
Look at
here. Is that better?
A little bit. Look at that 3D. See that? I'm watching. I think I'm watching Ryan's Neighbors. If you ever hear Ryan's stories, let me tell you, viewers, if you haven't heard Ryan lives next to a crackhead, and he said it, so it's public information. He lives crazy, and the funny thing is, he lives on the opposite side of the house, and he knows so much information. I would think if it was right out your window and you happen to look out and you see it, that's one thing. For him to say that, I'm like, that dude's walking on the other side of the house and just tripping out on them, if not joining them.
The crackhead lives outside his bathroom window and he knows their whole life story.
Yeah. or Ryan is his drug dealer of the crackhead. All right, hold on. Yep. I think that's why he turns off his camera a couple of times, because he's dishing out the bags and then he comes back on. Because he never works. He's always home. So I'm like, I'm retired disabled. He's fine. So I'm like, he's working. He's just working a different way. But it's all about having fun. Everyone in the chat has had a fun tonight. And I hope that everybody in the chat kind of forgot a little bit of whatever you got going on, whether it's sickness, whether it's financial, whether it's whatever it is. If you can, that's how I feel successful doing a chat. If you can, you don't got to tell me, but if you within yourself are able to say, man, that hour and a half, 2 hours, it kind of went kind of fast. It kind of went by. Then I think we did our job, right? We did our job by keeping you guys entertained, and we hardly talked about the Niners. And so that, and you don't have to be the X's and O's. You can just be yourself, bring your character, and mostly we'll talk 49er football. But the whole point that I wanted to bring this network together is a bunch of creators getting together and getting to know them, having the chat, get to know them, because sometimes you can watch a creator all the time on a platform, but you really don't know them because they're just talking nothing but Niners all the time. But you come here and we kind of let our hair down and act kind of goofy, and you're like, man, I feel like I know something about Beto that I didn't know before. And he likes burgers. You know what I mean? So, there's a lot of things. And, you know what I mean? If Mariah starts clowning on me, you're like, look at Mariah. She's okay. And you get to know her. If 49er Media is twitching out in and out of the screen, he has bad lighting. So you got to know that about him. But he's spending all that money in college, right? So I hear you, man. College isn't cheap, right?
No, but especially like for out of states.
Yeah, college ain't cheap,
Pretty
bro.
even crazier. So
Yeah. So I hear you, bro. That's why I dropped out, because I couldn't afford it.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay. It was the drugs in prison. But that's besides that. Nobody asked me that question. Sorry. JDLR says, oh my God, Beto. Oh my God. See, the thing about me, I talk so much that I don't know what I just said. So when you say, oh my God, I got no clue what is the reference to. Like, I said so much shit in the last 5 seconds that I can't even pinpoint what you mean by, oh my God. What do you guys think he meant by, oh my God? What did I say that?
Probably that you could have shot 49er Media out of your nutsack.
Got you. Yeah. See, I forgot about that. Me is I did it. Bastard. But anyway, we hit a little bit over the 2-hour mark. We're
That
down
was the funniest thing I've ever heard you say right now, Mariah. Probably that you shot Vita out of your nutsack.
Yeah, my left nutsack. Just went like this, right out of my nose, like a loogie. And there he came. No, hey, you're man. I'm telling you, you're tweaking over there. Your hair's gone, and it's like you look like those saints in Catholic church would have those things over their head. Seriously, look at go like this, bro. See?
Look like the Holy Ghost came down to take you away.
Yeah, bro. Look at he actually leaves though. It's funny how look at it.
Yeah.
no, I think that's just it's doing that today because I don't think it has done that like the last
I think that's
last week.
restream.
Yeah, it's probably just recent.
Oh, I know why he has it on. Who's that girl behind you?
Trey Lance, buddy.
Hey, if you say so. I'm trying to lift you up by saying a girl. If you okay, Trey Lance. Has he scored? You're over 18, right?
Yeah, I'm 21.
Okay. I'm like, oh shit. I'm 17. I'll be like, I'm 17.
Bruh, I'm in college. There's no way.
I'm not here.
Beto's checking the age after the damage has been
Yeah.
done.
Yeah, that's the Mexican in me.
Delete this.
So what happens?
No,
They
you're
didn't teach me.
good.
They didn't teach me how to read in Home Depot. Sorry. So I was. But anyway, I know Steve was saying something, but nobody's paying attention.
Oh.
Same with
I'll
me.
tell my story, I guess, next episode.
No, go ahead and say it. We'll finish it off with you, brother.
Alright.
And then if you guys want to talk after the show, we can. If not, that's cool. But go ahead, brother. I don't want to take nothing away from you.
No, all good.
Like the lighting takes away from your image.
Yeah, so I always remember like it's kind of weird, but I just like remember one time being like
Oh, sorry.
spending like the weekend watching a lot of football games, and then like my dad always telling me about the Niners, so then that's how I like got into the Niners. And then after a while, like I think what was it, 2018, 2019? I think 2018. Like I just started seeing all these other content creators like Raj on Instagram, and I was like, I'm so invested in the like knowing the players and the team really, really well with the Warriors and the San Francisco Giants, and I was like, football really like got me. Like I really enjoyed watching football, and so that's what got me into content creating because I felt like that would be a way for me to like learn more about the sport because it is such a tough sport to know about. You kind of, not everyone's gonna know, everything. You kind of have to, learn from these professionals or learn from, one of you guys. So that's how I got into content creating. And then I didn't really start my YouTube till like last year. It was just I started slowly like expanding the platforms, and I'm hoping to get some of you guys on the show. It's just so busy right now with school and stuff. So that's the one thing is, once school's over and obviously I'm gonna be having to work after college, but hopefully I have a little bit more time once school's over. So like that's something I definitely wish for, because that's just not really something I'm able to do right now. But hopefully that's able to change after I finish up school. So
Well, you finish up school, bro. Finish up school, get a good career, make a lot of money. By the time you get my age, you're not going to be doing no damn YouTube channel. You're going to be out on the boat with a bunch of your girls half your age. You know what I mean? Enjoying time with
Half his age.
Well, no, when he's my age, not now, because that'll be like 3 years old.
Trying to send him to prison or what?
No. I'm talking when he's my age. Then he'll go out with 20-year-olds.
Nah.
You know what I mean? But yeah, no, not right now. Stay away from the 4-year-olds. Low. But you know what? I admire you though. I admire you. Stick with college, brother. Go out the career. Listen, if I can go back, a lot of people tell me, if you can go back into the past, what would you do? I said, I'll talk to myself and kind of slap myself correctly back then when I was a kid, and I would have made different choices now that I stand today. And by the grace of God, I financially was able to do good, but that was because I got lucky, but it wasn't because of the schooling. And not everybody gets lucky to be at the right place at the right time. When you have school, what did I say? Did I have burger in my nose?
Joey.
Oh, Joey's talking shit. What did he say? FBI. They already know where I live. My aunt is an FBI agent, so yeah. I'm telling you, my whole family is funny because I've always been locked up and everything. Half of my family in the law enforcement, and so my dad always tried to get me in the front of the car. I always went up in the back of it. The only time I get to get now, when my dad retired, he's passed on now. But when he retired, they gave him the patrol car that he used, and now I have it. And it's funny because it has all the bells and whistles, then a cop, but without the actual name of the agency. And when I drive it on the streets, people like sometimes annoying because I have to be somewhere real fast. People drive like extra slow. But what I do love is when I hit a 4-way stop, whether I get there first or not, guess who gets to go first?
You.
Me. I love that. They'll wave at me. But anyway, I'm gonna end the show. Thank you for that, Joey. Appreciate it. I'm gonna get off before the FBI does contact me for being on here and holding you guys hostile for too long. Appreciate Mariah from 49er Faithful Lee. I appreciate John V for coming in. My boy 49er Media. Everyone that was here earlier. We lost our boy Brandon. He had dinner and I think a girl called him from one of those blind dates on Facebook. So he's trying to get to know him, and so let's keep him in prayer. Let's see if he hitches with that girl so he can move out of his parents' house. I'm like, people live with it. I'm sorry if you have financial situations, to each his own, but I'm like, if you have more than 2 hairs on your balls and you live at home, I don't know, bro. I don't know.
Bro, Beto is going at it today.
I'm just saying, man. You know what I mean? Pluck them if you're gonna live at
shot
home.
you out of my balls, and once you get 2 hairs on yours, you got to get out.
I'm telling you, at least.
All right, I may not come on the show ever again.
You're 20. Shut up. 21.
Media is so confused. He's like, listen, I've been so patient Suddenly, I was shot out of your sack. Everything is so fucked up.
No, it's just because every time, even like, because like I usually would go live with like Christian and Brandon and stuff like throughout the season, and then like Joey would be in the chat, and it's just a joke, but he would always call me Milk Dud, and it's just like
God, he calls him Milk Dud, bro. That's funny. Joey's funny. What? Hey, real quick before we all go,
Oh,
why does he
Media,
call you
man,
Milk
you're
Dud?
great,
Do you know?
it's
Because of Brandon Ayuk thing.
It's yeah, Brandon.
Okay. I thought because you actually look like a Milk Dud. I said, okay, my bad. The more you get to know me, bro, I'm telling you, people think I'm serious. I'm not. My wife will be the first one to tell you. But I always felt that if you're gonna dish it out, you better be able to handle it. The ones that I can't stand are the ones that always want to dish it out, and the minute you say something about them, they're all. I'm like, get out of here. You know what I mean?
I feel like I used to be like that, but it's just like I feel like over the time I've just
No, we wouldn't want to do that because
I mean, I've dealt with it though. Like it's fine because like now I just learn what to deal with it. I think that's why I love being in the business school, because I feel like I've learned so much about like just I feel like I've grown so much about like how to handle people. People are gonna say stuff to you, but they're not always gonna be serious.
So for Media, before we go, if you can talk into the camera to all those people that bully you in school, what would you tell them?
I don't have bullies at school, so.
What? You're the bully?
You know damn well I'm coming.
Nah.
I'm coming to that school and I'm going to start planting them, bro.
Look at Fernando Media. He's the bully.
Nah.
Look at him.
I don't think I've
Media is not a bully. He is a good kid. This is a God-fearing man right here. He just wants to get his degree and get the hell out of that damn dorm room.
He just wants to get out of this show right now. Forget the dorm room. He's like,
I want to get out of both. Honest.
All right. The queen has spoken. I'm going to end it with that. All right, guys. Thank you guys for joining me. I keep saying I'm going to end it and I keep talking. That's what. See, that's my problem.
I do that.
Good night, guys. Have a wonderful night, and please show up next week. We won't be as long. Promise you. Peace out. Good night, everyone.
Later, fam.